Grab yourself a seat and keep those hands in the vehicle at all times. You're about to be taken on a ride through the untamed wilds of internet role-playing. Observe them in their natural habitat.
So you head out.
You know that would be funny! I didn't know there'd be consequences!
Enjoy the splendor of their spurgery.
Felix, who is the lion faunus.
And feast your eyes upon the questionable creations of internet randoms.
Actually, I've never DM'd before.
This is the Supernova Safari.
Hi, I'm Blake, and God, what is this weird energy right now? Joined by Noah?
With you, it's Liam Sapphire!
Liam.
I just want to say these are two of my least favorite episodes of the Grimm Campaign, because it's the longest.
And Ben.
I hand Liam a can of shrimp-flavored SpaghettiOs. It's never too late, Liam. And I grasp his arm.
Me shrimpy SpaghettiOs!
Okay.
Children romance! Children shitting in diapers!
Okay, I want to open this up by telling the fans this, in fact, is not the last episode we're talking about the Grimm Campaign, but this is the last of Season 2. The only other Grimm Campaign thing out is the live one they did for RTX.
Yeah, the Funny Manor Adventure, which we'll still be covering.
Yes.
I wonder if that'll actually be content enough. I know it's a long episode, but I don't know if it's edited.
I'd assume it's not edited because it was during like a panel.
Since they upload it later, edited, yeah.
To be fair, we can also probably do some side discussion on just the Grimm Campaign as a whole once it's all wrapped up like that.
Yeah, but to your point, yeah, not the exact last Grimm Campaign, and should this show actually receive any more seasons, we'll obviously be coming back hot on the coattails of it to bring it to you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So let's get into Season 2, Episode 13, Pikes, Tykes, Tween Warriors.
Fucking, once again, editor being like, well, I can brush this title up a little bit. Tween Warriors way funnier.
Well, yeah, no, it's so funny to me that we actually get to finally see them. So they actually make the titles, and at least the main titles, and we get to see them actually in the episode think of the title.
Yeah, I mean, that's happened a lot in Season 2, honestly, but this one's probably the record for the fastest.
Has it? Because I haven't noticed them.
Bros.
Literally every episode title in this season has just been something they say offhand.
No.
Amateurs.
No, that's why I got confused, because I forget that episode titles are literally just quotes from them, when it's like, this one is them, like, they said that's the title.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, stay on your toes there, buddy. I know you're easing out of this since we're hopping ship, but you don't want to lose all your skills yet. Hey, I really like in this joke where they're like, Carrie has like these notes that are like crazy, and they do this weird editing thing where they're like having him like fly past each other a few times and talk over himself with these notes. But like at total, it's like 6 notes, and they're not even that weird. But they're like trying to be like, dude, this is insane. What Carrie's brain is like.
But I was watching it on like 1.5x speed, and it was kind of funny. It was moving very fast as Carrie was very quickly going through his shitty notes.
Ben, they must have been high to think of that.
They must have been.
Fuck up with your shitty jokes.
Face.
I'd also like to say it started out with them introducing themselves. And Carrie said he recently started playing Monster Hunter Rises, and he named his character Pike, which I think is cringe. Because what loser names?
I know, right? I was about to say, what
video game characters after their tabletop characters. Who would do that?
Quick, flash a picture of our Final Fantasy 14 characters here.
They're Final Fantasy 14 characters. Anyway.
No, you're in the shot to prove you're not a loser. There you go, Ben.
That's fair.
Or should I say Haruno?
Ah, leave me be. I like JoJo, you bitch.
Okay.
The name is racially accurate!
You know what? That's it, I'm taking it off. I'll become the Redditor. You forced this onto me. Nothing but Joe jokes from now on. Motherfucker. You might as well mute me on Discord.
What's up, motherfuckers? The next 2 hours of this podcast is you thought it was Siddle, but it was instead what's her name? Khaki? I don't know the other Team Smoke members. Fuck this.
God, her name is just Khaki.
So I have to say, so I'm just jumping into like what's happening in the episode. What Pike is doing is he's kind of going around the building with the children and is trying to drill a hole in the wall to like get a peek. And when he rolls a 3 on Eddy asking him what it like looking through the hole, Carrie looks so fucking bored as Eddy's describing it, being like, "Yeah, Eddy, jerk yourself off."
There's a lot of boredom in these last 2 episodes, and I agree with that. It gets worse in the last one.
Yeah.
But I want to point out, you are not going to fucking skip past the initial scene where we have to... the initial recap where Eddy is like, do you guys remember who Daff is? And they're like, I don't know, just tell me. You know, like, Eddy does this little recap section. And he's like, you guys are kind of retarded for lying for no reason all the time. But don't forget, Daff was kind of like a broody bitch. And then unmutes Mike, but the cocktail shrimpies, Eddy! And they're like, yes, you did give him a cocktail shrimpy. The most base dialogue ever. Thank you, Edward Rivers.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So during that, basically he was just shooting on Carrie mostly. He's like, yeah, Carrie lied to Daff like a schizo. And then everyone was like, yeah, Carrie, why would you do that? He's like, well, we lie to everybody! And then Laura says, well, some of us lied to Daff, and some of us lied to Templeton. As if they're not exactly the same case. They're both their allies and have been helping them. One of them is literally the same.
And both of the lies have no reason to have been born. I would argue Pike's embarrassment is slightly better justification for Rostra's weird Templeton hang-up. Whatever. Templeton's dead. We'll never see him again. Hasn't shown up in a while.
So on the Daff topic, Eddy is really weird in that fucking recap. But what Phoenix is doing, and it's kind of interesting to describe because they switch around a lot. But what Phoenix is doing is going in as a take-your delivery man, and he runs into Daff, who saw him at the end of last episode. And he's basically Phoenix starts talking to Daft, and Daft's like, I don't know, man. I just work for the bad guys now. My life's a wreck. It's just what it is.
Hold on. I have the exact quote. So Phoenix walks up with the equivalent. Oh fuck. Chris acted like he was going through options. He was writing down. He's like, damn, can you guys take these scenes longer? I gotta think of options. He's like, Chris, are your free options? He's like, well, one's give him a takeout. And the other is, I'm sorry. And the other's like, Daff, what are you doing here? I'm sorry. So Chris is retarded. So he saddles up to him. He goes, oh shit, I'm sorry. And Daff looks around and goes, yeah, my daddy taught me to not be ashamed of my dick. And then he goes, quote, now I'm working for the bad guys, man. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. To which Phoenix responds with, I pull out a shrimp taco and say, a shrimpy taco and say, it's never too late, Daff.
And remember, everything is actually just a matter of skill check, so he just rolls a persuasion and rolls high, so Daft is now on board.
And the DC was low because Eddy was fucking busting his gut laughing.
So I will say, Shrimp Keiko. I mean, that's a callback, so I give it to them. But too, I want to settle this once and for all, because we're at the end of season 2. There's not really much left. I'm sure the episode I haven't seen of the live stream is filled with Keikos, but we're getting near the end.
That's literally the premise. Yes, go ahead.
We're getting near the end, so let's honestly talk about Keikos and our thoughts on how the joke has been used throughout the series.
What do you mean? You schizo.
All right, here's a thought for you. No, it's not funny, and it never was.
Never was. Not funny.
Liam?
AstroTurfed.
Oh, man. It's awful, and that's saying a lot, because it's coming from me.
Yeah.
Because you know I love shitty jokes.
Especially when
it's literally not even a joke. It's just saying taco wrong. There wouldn't be a joke here if they didn't say taco wrong.
This means there is a limit to the amount of times you can repeat a joke, and Liam will not find it funny.
No, it's not even that, Ben. I don't think it's a joke.
Well, the joke is that
the jokes are supposed to be funny.
The joke is Rooster Teeth's company.
The joke is that RWBY is a dumb setting. Like, that's literally the joke. That's why they called them Tacos. You need a recap on this because you've been listening to ourselves fucking rant and get off topic for like 14 episodes now. The start of the joke is just early on. They go, I got tacos. And Eddy or Carrie goes up and goes, yeah, but they'd have like a dumb name because it's RWBY. So the onus of the joke is making fun of our product. And like, you know, a little self-humor and awareness. Pretty good. But ascribing all comedy to, boy, is an anime like in this gay show we have funny? Probably not the place to start your joke. So no, I don't think Taco's funny, Blake. But I'm glad you asked. Because goddamn, will we still get a few more fucking Taco jokes? I'm just gonna say this now. Phoenix, repeatedly through the scene, will have opportunities where he uses a bag of tacos for a skill check, and it is described as you throw the bag or you drop the bag and lose it, and he does this. And Chris will literally, without flinching, just say, like, I take my taco bag. Like, it is like, I threw the bag across the hanger, and he's like, yeah, you lost your tacos. Like, literally 30 seconds go by, and Chris goes, so I take my bag of tacos. This motherfucker is sissy hypno using like the social contract to force Eddy to be scared of correcting him and let him like morphing more bags of tacos. Like just whatever he needs.
You gotta respect him. I think Mancy is skill checking Eddy and he's just letting it happen.
It is so funny. It is just Chris realized he could just walk over Eddy because Eddy doesn't want to call him on the funny taco bag. Because it's his whole character. Or Eddy's just a pussy.
It is very funny.
Well, because they think tacos are like a joke.
They're like,
so like it'd be cringe to just be like, oh, sorry, you can't do a joke.
Yeah.
But he's turning the joke into just everything he does. So he's omnipotent.
Wouldn't want to stop laughing for a second here, boys. We kind of brushed it over, but like, in that scene, Eddy has to describe to Phoenix. He's like decides that he needs to like say what Daff is like as a character.
Yeah.
He kind of didn't recap, and then he does it again. He's like, yeah, Daff starts off with like his usual routine of being a sad sack and telling a sad, pathetic story. And you're like, Jesus, Eddy. I mean, Daff was like a grizzled guy, but this is some flanderization.
So I'm going to say, that I personally like Daft probably more than almost any character in the show.
Why?
Why?
Literally give me your reason right now. I have to.
That's a statement I think you could have made in season 1, but in season 2?
The reason is he's not around much. That's not allowed.
No. It's because I think throughout the series, I've had a pretty clear idea of his character, what he's been a part of, and how he's kind of like gone through the story. And in general, I've been like, yeah, that's a pretty solid side character. And this is without like the taupe angle, just copping out by being a small child, just looking up to the main characters. So it's like I see Daft on screen. It's like, yeah, like not every scene's the best, but it's like, yeah, no, I get it. And like, hey, it's not the worst. He could be like fucking Templeton or like an actual important story character that gives him a quest.
I think I'd say Templeton's my favorite character.
Yeah, you would. So like personally, it's like it's like Daft. Like, from his characterization...
It's Daft, like Daffodil, not Daft, like he's retarded. I keep muting my mic to snort because you're making me laugh.
Oh.
No, it's like I'm a Daffodil.
His name! What is this guy?
Has he been saying Daft?
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed.
It's Daft. Fuck.
Well,
Wow, what a retard.
but,
Oh my god.
fuck, that kind of hurts my point, doesn't it?
No, it's fine.
I would say it kind of shatters it into pieces, yeah.
I'm just
sorry,
not...
Blake.
Hey, that's not fair. I liked a lot of characters in your campaign, and I don't remember their names.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, that's so fucking funny.
I was like holding this card that I was gonna show Blake and be like, here's your clown pass, and Liam punched me in the throat and fucking beat Blake up. Jesus,
Honestly,
Liam.
that's for you weren't getting through that door. That was payback.
I'm sorry, Blake. You can continue your point.
Huh?
Oh god.
Hey, it's mine!
But honestly, I feel like I've insulted, so there's not much more to say on that.
How long is Ben gonna be your father there, buddy?
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, buddy.
But I did have a joke. I still do just kind of like Daft. Daft.
I get what you mean. He is pretty consistent, and Eddy does a voice for him that isn't just a joke.
Yeah, and it's like...
And he's actually
he's
they have a level of emotional investment, and he actually helps here because getting Daff on Phoenix's side gives him advantage on all skill checks in his section, which is pretty based of Eddy, unironically.
Daff has been pretty pathetic the entire time, but like in a way where Phoenix inspiring him here like fairly easily, like makes sense from all of his showing so far. Like I feel like every time we've seen Daff and what he's been involved with, it's kind of made sense to me what he's done and how he's acted, which I can't say for every character.
He was set up as like a huntsman who kind of retired into a town guard position because he had a hard time with it, and finding some huntsman and a friend who kind of inspires him to go to action and chase that dream again and do good is correct. Obviously, it's handled in really sketchy ways because it's Eddy's game, but the premise is fine, so Daft's not unbearable.
Yeah, and it's like, it's better than...
Plus he shits on Pike, which is really funny.
Yeah, it's better than some of the leading characters that give them quests, like fucking Takaya, where it's just like, what the fuck is going on? Well, yeah, it's because the problem with a lot of those more important characters is the fact that they're more important, so it's a lot more like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, they basically just have no character.
But
also, there's a great line where Phoenix goes, Daff, all of Remnant is in danger if we don't stop this. And Daff just goes, yeah, it seems kind of hyperbolic. And
that shit made me laugh. That was funny.
It was funny, and Chris didn't feel like elaborating to give context. He just let him think he's being, dramatic.
Yeah.
and immediately smash cut to me frowning, because he's like, listen, they have a necklace thing, and I was like, I've seen Lemon use it to control Grimm and stuff. And you're just like, Jesus. Like a retard pickup like Daff, who's some former town guards guy, is even aware of what she's doing. Holy shit. This fuck mysticism. We're playing fucking RWBY 5th edition D&D. None of this shit needs to be special. Yeah, Dash should have fucking said she's casting fucking command on Grimm. I don't fucking care. Fuck. God damn it.
It's very funny.
He also asked what about the rest of the guard? And Eddy through Daff is like, well, since you guys kind of fucking abandoned Alabaster, they don't want to help you.
No, that line is fucking insane. I wrote it down verbatim. You guys kind of blew your city guard opportunity with Alabaster, and it literally made me have a fucking I had to pause and think, because what Eddy did is literally lock Alabaster behind a door, just randomly as they were all running away. It's literally, he was right next to them, running with them, and the door just slammed in his face.
Yeah, they didn't even didn't do anything wrong. Really.
Here's the problem I have is they were specifically given a chance to like go back and get him. So like, yeah, Eddy was railroading how that sequence went in that they didn't have a chance not to fuck up Alabaster, but he's clearly doing it because he wanted to give them this choice later where it's like, oh my god, you have to risk something because they spent 4 hours planning and he just wanted them to get there, so he's letting their plan go well and had to fumble it. I'm not saying it's good, but it's so dumb.
It was literally a telltale choice.
To be fair, they'll treat him like shit and would have abandoned him anyway if they had the opportunity. So I think it's right to say that. It doesn't really punish them because it's not like they fucking needed the town guard.
But what does that even mean? What town guard? Do they still exist? Where were they this whole time?
The remnants of the town guard got like just surrendered to the wave and joined them, like Daff. Like Daff is town guard. They just joined the wave because they're like, well, they're in control of the city now. We're not going to literally get ourselves all killed. We'll just listen to them now. And, you know, assuming they had Alabaster on their side, he would have been able to help rally the town guard to be like, guys, stop being cringe. And they'd been like, yeah.
All right, but at the same time, wouldn't they want to be like, oh, well, the wave killed Alabaster or Captain? Maybe I feel. I feel like that same point carries across, doesn't it?
No, Liam. The Skyrim town guard saw you across town, mind control, pick that pocket, and they know it's your fault. Fucking Team Sapphire putting him in danger, they all autocorrected him like Team Sapphire is the problem. Like, unironically, that's what happened.
Yeah, that's pretty cringe.
Oh, yeah.
Can I say it's a travesty that Alabaster doesn't have his own wiki page? Why is he a minor character?
Wait, what?
Who doesn't? I just went to check because I was curious for a thing we're going to do later.
He doesn't have his own.
He's in the Grimm campaign besides like the main cast. I think
it was between Buck and Tums.
Tums, no, not Tom.
Oh, you gotta be kidding, dude!
Man, it fucks me up that Tums is still alive.
Right.
What about Beeve and Keister? Do they have their own fucking page?
I'm fucking sure they do.
Oh my god, Beeve and Keister, dude.
The twin dragons, Beeve and Keister.
The twin dragons, fuck you.
Alright, Chope doesn't even have his own page.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of them just don't.
Okay.
Yeah, so
even Keisters do have a mention, but they're mentioned together as a collective instead of individually.
I bet it says they play hacky sack and they're golf. Yeah, so we cut to like once again, this whole plan of them all going in different directions seems really unnecessary. I just have to say it again.
I have this in my notes. What is the purpose for them all breaking in 3 separate ways? Do they have different goals? Is there?
No, there isn't. And Eddy kind of summarized at the start of the episode that like you had all these options to take, and you kind of took all of them. And
did he actually say that?
Yeah, basically.
That's really funny.
And I think he's realized that they didn't even notice that those are like choices, not like, well, we have to cover all the entrances. This is an assault mission, not a defense mission. But okay. So these fucking guys are like rappelling down the cliffs with Abby and the fucking Thieves Guild. And Asher says the most cursed phrase ever, which is, hey, Roster, want to do something crazy? Laura mumbles, yeah. And then Asher screams, get on! Unironically.
Unironically. Yeah, that should make me laugh.
A funny fall down the cliff. Asher bitches towards Eddy that he should have a few grapple attempts as he's falling. Awesome. Chad gets really like proud of himself for calling that it's going to be Lancers that show up because Grimm show up. But like, I mean, there's only so many Grimm models they have in Tailspire, so I don't think he should be that happy.
I wanted to talk about this. So like they say, so they're climbing down this big mountain, or up. Is it down or up?
I think they're rappelling down.
Okay.
Because they hop down, remember? Like, they shoot down. That's what the feather fall part's about. They're, like, going down the mountain.
Right, okay. So, yeah, they're going down to get onto the ship, I guess, or whatever. And the Grimm show up. But I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the Grimm being controlled by Lemon here, coming to them.
I don't know, dude.
What's the? Do they know?
I guess at this point, Lemon knows they're breaking in.
Yeah, totally. That's what that implies. Yeah.
Yeah, it's even with the Grimm Control amulet, it's not really implied how much like vision you're given of the Grimm you're controlling. Just like they exist. So
And like
I don't really know.
Like you can give orders to them if you you have.
Yeah,
something you want them to do.
but the point is, like, I don't know how much feedback they give to the owner on censoring things.
Yeah, they might just act like Grimm.
Maybe.
When
I
you're
have
not
no
given
idea.
orders.
I think Eddy didn't think about it.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
he just wanted some tension, and some people just like to take the tension out of the situation.
Yeah. Anyway, the funniest fucking thing happens.
Very good, Blake. Yeah, Liam?
The funniest fucking thing happens. They're the Grimm. What are they fucking again?
Lancers.
The Lancers are flying at them, and Laura's like, "All right, Eddy, can I use gust of wind to like blow them away?" He's like, "All right, yeah, roll." And she rolls, and he's like, "Yeah, you're able to do that, but like they're far away, so it doesn't really affect them." Eddy?
What a dick!
Yes, you can do it. No, it won't do it. Yeah, it won't do anything.
Hey, Liam, can I swing at the orc with my sword? Yeah, go for it. Oh yeah, you can do it, but like you're like 20 feet away. You can't hit him.
What? I don't know what you're thinking. You said I could. You could. So
Look at a big head.
Like, just pointing out, get fucked. Second level spell slot for Gust of Wind, I guess.
Yes, and Laura looked so upset.
She should be. Unironically, a team Laura.
Her face immediately after. And then it cut, and she looked slightly more composed, but still a little upset.
I would be pissed if you were just like, yeah.
If I was Laura, I'd be like, all right, uncheck the fucking second level spell I just used, because fuck Eddy. I didn't use it, I'm cheating.
Like fire Eddy from the company.
Accuse Eddy of sexual harassment.
I'll remember this on your performance review, Eddy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Yeah. They do the funny fall, and did they finish their funny fall segment here with the funny feather fall, or did they cut away before that happened?
No.
I don't know. Can we not be autistic and go to every cutaway in order? Can we just describe everybody's break-in?
No, I think they do it all in one.
That's fine, yeah. So they're like falling, and Eddie's like, "Oh my god, what's gonna happen?" And as Blake said, Laura just goes, "Look, I just cast feather fall," and she's like, "I don't have to even roll anything for that." And Eddy just.
No, it's really funny because it's Abby who's falling, and it like Chad or Asher and Arastra managed to do it fairly fine and rappel down, but Abby is described as like fucking it up and falling, and you see Chad actually like get worried, be like, oh shit, is she gonna like fucking die? And then she casts feather fall, and you can pick it up from there.
And then Eddie's like, well. Way to take the tension out of a scene. Because there's no way for this spell to backfire, because it just says they don't fall.
Yeah,
it's fall. It's just, it does what it does. It's really good.
It says what it does on the can, Eddy. Sorry.
Eddy literally takes a second to think of any way he could make her roll so he can fuck her over, but he's like,
sounds so deflated.
Damn.
He's on the hunt constantly. Dude, these episodes... He's on the hunt.
No, it's more so in episode 2, but God, it becomes so fucking.
Well, the second one, it's funny.
Insane at points.
Okay, I want to talk about Carrie a little bit in this section because there's a really funny line that I got off the wiki. Because Carrie's in the cave with the kids and Graydon and some of his guys, and they're trying to enter through this they're gonna blow in for this other way, and they got this construction equipment they found because they've been digging tunnels and shit. And Carrie's like, "Oh fuck yeah!" fuck yeah, this is awesome. Like, they hear Grimm in one of the caverns also, and like, we need to get through and like bust through this wall. And he's like, oh, this construction equipment. This is awesome. And then Pike gets in the large, and to quote the wiki, Pike then gets into a large piece of construction equipment, which happens to be a large drill. Very awesome. Awesome. And of course, they're all like, ah, what's the drill called? It'd be like an animal or something, because we just do Halo naming jokes. Let's call it the feline!
It's not even an actual fucking animal!
I fucking hate Rooster Teeth. They just, all their properties are just like, dude, I love Halo.
Why do you actually pick a fucking cat?
Nah, it's a feline. A bunch of the kids, like, fight off the Beowulfs that, like, they saw there were, like, Beowulfs in this cave, and Eddy made it sound like they had to act like they should be worried about that.
Well, yeah, one single Grimm is very harrowing.
Dude, there's 2 Beowulfs. Very scary.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that they rolled... Eddy was like, okay, you can roll, and however much you roll is how many...
On this D8, it's my Grimm.
Grimm are being distracted by the children.
Yeah, he rolls over 2, so it's all of them.
Yeah. I think they roll exactly as 3, so they distract all the Grimm.
Yeah, the kids just fight the Grimm completely fine.
Is that like that's the last we see of the kids?
They bust into the arena and Carrie tells them to kill people and then leaves, and that's the last time we see them, which is pretty base. So probably killed a man. Yeah, Carrie also is like, Eddy, can I take these explosives with me? And he's like, why? In the most concerned DM voice I've heard from him. And Carrie's just like, to like, you know, in case they didn't like blow up the wall. And he's like, oh yeah, okay, sure. Like, what did Eddy think did Eddy think Carrie was gonna throw it at the Grimm and kids? I literally don't know why he got so nervous. But that's the only thing I could think of that would make Eddy that fucking nervous.
It's really weird.
Now we're on to the...
Wait, hold on. There is something that doesn't happen that confuses me.
Okay, what's up?
You see, you remember last couple episodes, Eddy trying to, like, talk about stuff with Pike's semblance? Like how he just completely drops that after fucking Vermilion. There isn't a good place to talk about that because they literally don't talk about it.
You can't slow down. Show has to be all action, quote-unquote action.
I just wish I was in Eddy's head and I knew what the fuck he was intending to do and what he cut. Like, Eddy, what were you, like, building? Was that building up to Vermilion taking his, like, semblance for a second?
I don't know. Probably season 3. If he's thinking that far ahead. Probably just to make Vermilion seem cool and mysterious is a more, like, red pill to take.
I guess. I just wrote that down in one dimension. Like,
no, you're totally right. It's really funny.
Where the fuck is that?
Shit is dropped. Probably mostly because Carrie basically didn't interface with it at all. Very epic.
Yeah. Okay.
So now we're in the funny Daft sequence where Daft's, like, in Phoenix's ear telling him to do shit.
Oh, but before that, I think
I
think we skipped over this. I had a note for this.
Okay.
There's a bit where Eddy says, Daft like just started helping Phoenix,
yes.
And then like I think he goes through a door or something.
Yeah.
And then Eddy says, "This is where you hear like cartoon sound effects of like a scuffle as Daft beats up a guy."
Literally something Ben says as a joke about what Felix is seeing.
Here's the Looney segment.
I'm just like, no, it's he's like Stein from Legends of Tomorrow, where it pans away, and the old man is beating up the guard and stolen his uniform.
It's just never addressed. It's just you have to accept this, in fact. You describe, as you turn around, the gnomes make a big wacky mallet that smashes him into a 2D image. and Dibby walks up and he goes, "Come on, let's go," as he sticks into his backpack, comedically side shrinking down. And I just have to take that as fact. You know, you can't stop making fucking jokes. You're playing D&D. You wouldn't want to take this shit seriously. That'd be, like, gay.
Yeah, that'd be.
And I'd get a wedgie if I did that by the jocks at Rooster Teeth. Bernie Burns would kick the door down and go, "I'm back," and he'd fucking punch you. Being a loser. Oh, fuck me. I mean, like, I mean, I like Chris, so the Daft segment here isn't the worst. You know, there's, like, funny shit where Daft's like, Phoenix, pretend you're tying your shoe to hide your face. There's a fuck ton of gangsters coming. And then Eddy says a line that fucking shook me, where he's like, yeah, you're walking forward and you see a newspaper stand over there. Okay, so did I misunderstand where this place is? We're like a hangar, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was like
maybe he meant like a table with a bunch of newspapers on it.
I thought it was like
I'm so confused.
See, what I imagined was like a giant fucking cave that, like, on the side of a cliff. Like,
I was imagining like a fucking like airplane hangar.
Yeah, right.
With like boxes and crates of like big stuff, and like everyone's like kind of doing shit.
I guess I imagined something even bigger than that.
It's an airship dock. So that's what it's called. So like, is it like a ghetto airport? Is that the idea? That's why there's a newspaper stand, and the gang has just completely turned it into their shit?
Possibly.
I guess that might be it. That it's like, this is the general purpose access way. But like, I feel like you probably could have conveyed that better. The newspaper stand shit's really random. It's only there for a funny newspaper joke. That isn't funny.
This is also where Phoenix brings out, as you described, Noah, his magic bag of tacos.
Yeah. I love the
can I just say, this wiki sucks. They describe everything Phoenix does without even mentioning the bag of tacos, which is literally like plot critical to everything that occurs.
I know, these authors, they just don't care about the source material.
They cut out the jokes.
They don't even have the last episode on the wiki. It's just blank. It says coming, a fucking summary coming soon. Awesome.
Yeah,
God,
I'm sure.
Fingers hurt.
I'm sure a summary's coming real soon. Watch it like a summary go up a few days after it
I'll
posts it.
in this episode there. I'll just put it here. Summary found here.
Anyway, so Phoenix is like going through. He's got his big bag of tacos. He's walking through. Daff isn't telling him shit. And then Syl from Team Smoke is there.
Well, actually, Well, yeah.
Sorry, the wiki was just wrong. Khaki from Team Smoke is there.
No. You're right. They show Syl first.
Yeah, and then interacts with Khaki first.
Yeah,
Syl off in the distance, being quote a D-bag manager, because Eddy doesn't want to say douchebag.
Yeah, they show Syl first, and then Khaki's the one that might notice Phoenix first.
Yes, Khaki notices him, and he's like, "Hey," or she's like, "Hey, do I recognize you?" And he's like, "Taco delivery, ma'am."
Oh,
and he throws a bag of tacos at her.
Give me a dexterity check to bluff this. Thanks, Eddy.
Because he was throwing a bag of tacos, so it was a dexterous effort.
Is it implying that, like, if his fro is good, not only does she receive it, but she believes him at being a taco delivery guy more because he has the proficiency?
Yeah. Like, you know, you build up the skills naturally to throw tacos when you're a taco delivery guy. It's like a newspaper. Like, you know, as we all know, the taco man comes by and, like, you know, like, he delivers your newspaper and hands you a taco.
Yeah.
But I have we talked about Syl and Khaki's art before? Is this the first time we're saying it?
Oh, yeah, right. God, they don't even pretend there's any, like, humdrum about this art this time. Right, yeah, we can post it up now.
There's no way this is the first time the players have seen it. They've probably seen it when it was made.
Sure, yeah.
But this is the first time I think we've seen it.
It's pretty, like, Syl's the only one close, but it looks like a fucking fucking Timmy Turner character, like a Fairly Odd Parents, like Butch Hartman design, like.
Yeah, so Syl just looks fucking boring.
And Khaki looks dead. She looks like an undead.
Like
this one looks 45.
Syl just has black clothes and leather, some straps and buckles, but not like in like a RWBY outfit way. It just looks like he fucking went to a Hot Topic.
No, yeah, and Kaki's not much better because her color scheme is khaki, so she just looks like she's going snowboarding.
Yeah, see, I could like Kaki's outfit if it was not just the colored like normal fucking clothes.
Well, the artist forgot that, like, in RWBY, while your color plays a large part in your outfit, even every main character that's very simple has a lot of, like, supplementary colors to support their outfit. I mean, look at Ruby Rose. She doesn't just have a pure red dress. There's a lot of black in there, and even the first outfit. And then later on, I mean, you can argue what the outfit design are, but they add more color variety and shit to this stuff. Like, my boy Jean, he's just got jeans on, sure, but he has, like, a combat hoodie. Like, that's something I could believe. And they're kind of going for that low-key style that characters like Jean have in these art, but they don't pull it off with any grace. I mean, look at Mina. She just has a fucking full helm on. It looks ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. It's like why?
Yeah, it completely ruins her Bram Stoker kind of vampire joke feel.
Yeah.
Because she's got a dumb helmet.
It doesn't help that three of them literally just have boring colors of, like, black, khaki, and brown, I think, for... What's his name?
Mungo? What's his name?
I don't fucking remember.
Martin.
What? What's the guy's name from Banjo-Kazooie that helps Gruntilda?
I could not tell you. I didn't play that game.
Liam, do you remember? Like her assistant. Grungo?
In the Hungarian, the meaning of Martin is the warrior of Mars, bringing about red colors. Martin's color is not red. He's got like a reddish jacket.
What's his last name?
What?
What's his last name?
No, doesn't have one. Well,
yeah, that's his color part. We just don't know it.
No, it's Martin.
No,
what do you mean, but
no, I mean like whatever his last name is influencing his color, but we just don't know his last name.
No, I don't think so. I think his name is just Martin, and he's got a red jacket, Blake.
Oh, come on, that's retarded.
Like,
that's not a red jacket. That artist sucks.
It's like rusty red. I know the artist didn't really get very imaginative with the colors, but listen, man, I don't know how much they paid them. I'm not going to be here to bitch about the art again, but God, it looks like shit. Anyway,
it was Klongo, Blake.
Klongo. Thanks for bringing it back.
Thank you.
As he's kind of getting pressed by Kaki a bit, and Sill's coming over to check it out, Eddy mercifully allows Pike to blow through the wall with all the children at this time, so they kind of get distracted.
We kind of skipped over. I think this is actually when Sill was looking at him.
Yeah, that's why
he puts down the tacos bag, and the newspapers go everywhere somehow, and they're all like flapping in the air.
He throws it down, trips the guy, and knocks the newspaper stand over. I guess tacos are naturally slippery in a bag.
Oh, it's like really greasy.
I guess, yeah. Tacos probably are really greasy and shitty, especially because he just all has them in a bag. So any of the hard crust of the shell is just getting the other taco shit spilled out onto it. Unless
that
they're
was the
all
purpose
like,
of the newspaper stand.
Unless they're all like, yeah, it's just like it was an Assassin's Creed hiding spot.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the tacos are all pre-wrapped, and I'm not giving him enough credit. Anyway, yeah, Chris just ignores that he doesn't have it and like throws the bag again. He like leaps into action, and Phoenix like sees a wave guy in this like turret like construction thing. He's like, oh fuck, I want that guy to be active. He's like, I'm gonna use my cool new shield throw to hit him. I'm like, oh, the shield throw, very cool. But the important part is we learned that for this ability, not only does he have to roll to attack, but afterwards, he has to roll to catch the shield. Are you fucking kidding me, Eddy?
Cool level up.
Who? What is it? That's his shield is his weapon too.
Yeah.
He only has two of them. What happens if he misses?
Realism.
Go pick it up.
Go pick it up, bitch! What the fuck?
Does he at least get a little like shield like Poppy does if he runs over it?
I fucking hope so. He needs something.
Like what the fuck, man? What is this? He needs to roll to catch his shield. God damn, dude. He's already a power build. Don't fucking do this to him.
Nah, keep it going. It's great.
Then Daft kind of gets like really into it. Asher and Arostra have like hooked up with them by now. They reconvene. Daft's with them. He's having a time, and Daft's like, "Man, it's really good to be here. I feel like I'm doing something right." Then Asher steps on that by saying, "With you, it's Daft Fire." And that's a cut. I guess all of them wanted to kill themselves.
You see, I thought that was a cool line. I liked it.
That's fair. I liked it too. I liked it so much.
I like it because it implies that. I like it because it implies that Arostra has been removed as team leader and from the team.
Daft is team leader now, base.
He's more deserving of it.
Or I guess it's DAA.
DAA. Tough. Fuck. Okay, so I don't remember the context of why Asher's trying to stealth again at this point. Does anyone else have like context notes?
When he's sneaking through the hatch?
Well, the place is on like higher alert.
Hatch.
Yeah, he's sneaking through the hatch, isn't he?
And it's like on more higher alert because Pike burst in with the children.
Right. Okay. Yeah, they're like, okay, here's what's going on. And then Asher's like, I got this with my cloak of displacement. He rolls a 1. He's like, Eddy, please. And he's like, it doesn't give advantage on stealth rolls. And Chad goes, Eddy, no, it does. Fuck you. And then he pauses and goes, oh yeah, it does. Sorry.
That's literally all it does, isn't it?
Eddy getting called out on
AC and saving throw bonuses. It's a scroll for it's a cloak of protection plus elven kind, Liam. It's a fucking busted item. Yeah. Right. You could go, Blake. I think it's the same thing.
Sorry, I think I missed it, but I wrote down a really funny line.
Okay. I swear
which is, Chad says, does he have to roll to catch the Takos? And Eddy ghoulishly grins, I'm gonna make him. That's like the first moment in these 2 episodes that we saw behind the mask.
Mask off. Eddy, mask off. You don't get a lot of mask off moments from Rivas because it's pretty leather bound as you look at his expression, but sometimes.
Oh, and I think while Chad's doing this, Erasmus going to do something with dust, and I wrote down another funny, hilarious line Eddy said.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Which is Erasmus is going to use gravity dust to assist with, I fucking forget what it is, but Eddy says something fucking hilarious, which is a roster. Oh yeah, she uses gravity dust to, I think, help someone with like moving or like falling.
Right.
And Eddy's just like, yeah, you do something with gravity dust to fix it. And it's like, Eddy can't even describe... Eddy literally can't even describe how the fuck gravity works. Of like, yeah, you use gravity dust to break their fall.
Solved.
Yeah, it's like, then Laura speaks up right after being like, yeah, I use it to break the fall. It's just like... Yeah. It just baffled me being like, Eddy, it took you longer to describe... Just to say that you do something with gravity dust, than to describe what gravity is.
He's the least imaginative man on the planet. He can't handle simple moments of panic. He can't improvise. He hates it. It's disgusting. There's a part where like Pike's like busting in, and he's like trying to get in through like the groups of guards because there's like a fuck ton of Grimm around, pouring into the entrance. And he's like, I go in, and I'm like, damn, guys, this is crazy. And he's like, they all train their guns on you instantly. And everyone pauses and bitches. Like, Eddy, there's like a shit ton of Grimm warriors like that. And he's like, no, they didn't come from. I didn't say that. And there's this weird moment where they'll go, Eddy, that's not what you said. What the fuck? He's like, oh, you misunderstood me. And they're like, Eddy. And there's like a minute discussion. And he goes, okay, fine. Yeah, okay, fine. They don't all go on you. And then Carrie's just like, Pike says like, oh my god, Grimm are here, and fires at them. And Eddy basically has to let him get like a free bluff success because everyone bitched to him about it and just lets Pike sneak in without any hassle. Because everyone called him out on just saying the most retarded shit possible and backing up on it. Which I found very cathartic. But I'm sure it got under his skin for the next episode.
That scene was very odd because again, why are there Grimm here?
They're just randomly in the cave nearby.
They had blue eyes. He said, didn't they? Didn't he?
Yeah.
And they were attacking the guards, right?
Yeah.
Why are they attacking the guards? Aren't these the guards?
Maybe just the Lancers did, and these are random cave Grimm, but...
I could have sworn he said they had blue eyes, but maybe...
I think just the Lancers did, because they flew off.
It still makes it strange if she's nearby and she could sense them. Wouldn't she want to bind these Grimm so they don't fuck her operation up? I don't know. And then one of the last details I have is that Phoenix literally shoots Syl with a fucking anti-air gun.
Yeah, like Syl tries to activate his darkness, but Syl gets fucking nailed and like sent flying.
Eddy describes it as like a barrage of electric fire bolts cutting through the ground and brrr, and he's like, "Oh god, Syl's fucking dead, guys." Yeah. Eddy says as he quietly heals Syl and moves him to the ship interior for the next time they run into him, and Syl's fine.
Oh, let's wait to talk about how retarded that is.
That scene kicks ass.
That seems amazing.
And Asher and Arostra sneak in, and Pike and Phoenix kind of just run in. Once again, they randomly take different entrances for no fucking reason.
So,
and Lemon's like, testing, we are now leaving Kuchanasi. If everyone could put your seatbelts on. Yeah. I don't know why she's doing it, but okay.
It's her hub.
It's her hub.
Her hubris, dude. She wanted to be the one to do it.
I like it's her hub.
She really wanted to be the captain of the ship.
Exactly. So that's symbolism.
Now.
Maybe learn about it.
That's basically the fucking episode.
Yeah, that's episode 13. It sucked.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
It's like 45 minutes.
They're getting more streamlined at this this break-in thing now. Don't you agree? Yeah. This one was pretty quick, all things considered.
They've had a lot of practice.
They didn't have an episode planning this one, yeah. Oh, fuck, man. God, this is
it's great.
What a penultimate episode.
I know.
Really gets you excited for it, right?
Really sets things up. We do see the map of the ship right before they end.
Yeah. Oh fuck me. There's some. Ooh, I can't wait for the start of next episode. Can we get right into it? Because Carrie says something that makes me.
The final episode, season 2, episode 14. When life gives you lemons, pull the lever.
Can I just say, why the fuck is this episode called When Life Gives You Lemons and not When Life Gives You Lemon?
Yeah,
because your name's Lemon and not Lemons. If you leave the S, you're just using the saying that exists. Whereas, you know what I mean?
Were they afraid that people would think they didn't know the saying? I don't get it. I agree. I don't know. But hey, when life gives you lemon, Liam.
Pull the lever, right?
Pull the lever, Kronk. Oh, that lever. I literally forgot what it was for a minute. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I gotta say, for like the penultimate episode, those are such weak titles. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, this shit sucks. The finale and the penultimate, Pike's fucking Pikes and When Life Gives You Lemon?
It's pretty weak.
For fucking real? Spoiler alert, I wouldn't say Lemon's that important in this episode.
I wouldn't say Lemon was ever important.
Why is it?
When they sent those Lancers.
Why is it? Fuck. Lancers are pretty scary, dude.
Or when they sent those Lancers in episode 1.
Dude, Weiss can't even handle like 2 of them. Fuck. God.
How could we do that?
Fucks me up. Team Sapphire is probably canonically stronger than Weiss is. I mean,
I don't know. Asher did say, I don't want to fight those because I don't think we can take 4 guys on 2. I think us 2 can take on 4 guys, sorry.
That's like the 2 of us could take on these 4 normies and 3 guys and 1 engineer.
That's pretty much the start of the episode, right? Them 2 walking into that room and Chad saying you can't take on 4 people.
is, but there's some shit we have to cover first because this episode starts, and please tell me you'll notice they all literally sound dead or bored.
Yeah, no, that
finale, and the energy is immediately like, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah, no, it's literally Chris going like, "What is this weird energy?"
Chris says that. Carrie's like, whatever. Carrie's like, yeah, we deserve to be canceled. I guess it's a base Carrie episode, bros. And guess what? It was almost.
Maybe they were told it was the last episode.
Forever.
They weren't feeling it.
Fair. That might make sense, honestly. Carrie does also. Carrie has to be fucking trolling because he goes out of his way to point out, like, isn't it funny how there's no actual assets that fit the shape of an airship and we're using in Tailspire? Pauses. But it totally looks good, man. Like,
he does do that.
That shit, that had to be a neg, right? Like that.
Best part about that, Noah, either they cut around it or I guess they just maybe didn't. But nobody responds to him. Like, everyone's like, yeesh.
Yeesh!
Come on, man. Shut the fuck up.
And Eddie's gonna cry. The goal sprint is fading.
It's so weird how many times people will talk and then just no one will say anything.
There's a lot of that this episode, and a lot of the times it's when they're literally cutting in and making fun of something Eddie's saying, and it's really funny.
You guys were supposed to leave dead air right after Blake said that. It would have been really funny.
Ah, shit! Edit it in, Blake. Edit in, just applause. All right.
No, I got something.
Handle this, yeah.
All right. So
No, I mean, go.
So the what?
Nothing.
Oh, sorry.
Psyop!
All right, so the map looks pretty cool, huh?
Looks like shit, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty big though. Put some effort into it, right?
He put some effort. He did put in some layout effort. I'll give him that. I mean,
this ship is fucking huge.
Yeah, it really. I won't begrudge a man for making a battle map not really understandably fit directly towards like a shape, because that can be a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah.
But context-wise, when they said carrier, they fucking meant it.
Yeah, I imagine the ship was fucking huge from how they were describing it, so I'm not that surprised to see like, oh, it's fucking big, because I always thought it was like not just like a military plane, like fucking like I'm thinking like spaceship kind of thing, like it's big.
Well, this makes me question, and later in the episode when they're describing what they have, how many fucking artifacts do they have? I thought it was like maybe like a box or like 2 boxes. I mean, I guess when they had the trucks, like, yeah, maybe like 6 trucks full, but they have like so much. They need a carrier for how many artifacts they have. Are these all like magical artifacts?
I wasn't lying on my earlier rants. I said there are too many artifacts, and we will get into it later. They have rooms full, treasuries full of strong boxes filled with magic artifacts. This is comedic shit. Like, we're getting a little out of order, but this is insane. Now looking at the plane, it just has to be said. Eddie, what the fuck, dude?
It's fucking crazy.
It's awesome.
Like, this was just sitting in Kuchinashi.
Yeah. Some dickhead just threw some dynamite in a mine shaft and found it. And then he's like, I'm gonna sell all of this and definitely won't be murdered.
Okay, no, I don't know if we talked about this a long time ago when they first brought it up, but as someone who thinks about RWBY lore, what's the lore implications of literally all of these being in the same location buried?
This was Salem and Ozpin's like sex dungeon at one point.
Yeah, they made all their
forgot about it.
They made all their kinky shit here, like the fucking exploding ball. That was something like Ozpin made Salem swallow since she just reformed. She was into it.
God,
I'm sorry, you got your answer. You disappointed?
I mean,
I literally don't like. The only fucking justifications is like, what was this? A fucking armory, a craftsman guild that like was reinforced enough that when the Sundering thing happened, that just fucking lasted. Like, I said it makes sense that you can justify some magic sticking around, but what the fuck was this? A time capsule they made? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It's never brought up why. It's just implied that, they hung around. Now, I'll say, like, one thing. The society was high magic, so yeah, I guess any remnants of the society, funny name, probably did just have a fuck ton of magic items. You know, like, they'd probably be the equivalent of electronics to us, sure. But, like, to be fair, once again, to my, like, obnoxious, like, what are you doing attitude, these aren't, like, utility items. These are, like, hand cannons, grenades, active camouflage. These aren't, like, a toaster and, like, a cell phone and, like, things that could be useful but are clearly mundane life accessories or, you know, not luxury goods. No. These are guns and shit. This is bullshit. This can't just be someone's house. This is an armory. What the fuck?
And a necklace that controls Grimm, which, if it was from an ancient society,
a necromancer.
Maybe my brushing up on RWBY lore is not right, but Grimm didn't exist until after everything,
they did.
Right? They did?
No, they did. No, Osmond killed a bunch to get to the tower that Salem was stuck in the first time. No, Grimm were like the old style, like, enemy.
Okay.
They were like goblins and shit in D&D in the world. So they still existed. Humans could just kick their ass because they're magic. It just wasn't a big deal. Kingdoms didn't care because they were so much more powerful than Grimm.
All right, I rescind my point then.
No, that's fair, but what you can then unsend is, wouldn't that be a fucked up item to still have? It's still probably like necromancy or something. We still don't know what Grimm are technically made out of besides bad emotions, but I'm pretty sure guys making shit to control them would have been frowned upon. But no, it's just in the fucking stash of the Mega Man gun. I don't know.
And like
the
grenade.
Yeah, or the fucking grenade, or the ancient dust? This one isn't even really an artifact, I guess? I don't know. Okay, but let's talk about the actual episode now before we get too far into that again.
Oh, wait, but some interact with dust, and dust didn't exist, right?
Yeah.
Alright, see, I caught him. I caught him.
Liam got it. Okay, so the ancient dust crystal doesn't make sense because there wasn't dust.
Maybe
before the shattering of the moon.
Maybe it was like an asteroid then.
I like that. That's actually a cool explanation. And definitely not something that
Please understand.
Definitely not what Chthonian dust is. I'm pulling at my collar. Oh no, Liam's spoiling my setting for me. Fuck! Move on!
Well, stop sending him notes.
Sorry, I can't
stop copying my homework.
He's got them baby blues. He just flashes them and asks for help. I can't stop myself.
It's insane.
All right.
Yeah, so let's start with this fucking comedy scene.
I could go into it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Chad, thinking their characters are weak pieces of shit, are like, all right, there's 4 guys in this room. Me and Arastra cannot take them. All right, we'll knock out one guy just somehow, and steal his armor, and I'll wear his armor and pretend that Arastra's my prisoner. We'll Star Wars our way through this. I didn't actually say that. I respect him for not saying that.
Hold on. Don't forget. At first, he's just like, we'll both put the armor on. Chris unlikes, you know, Arastra has fucked up legs. Has a picture of her backwards bent ass legs and shit. And Chad's like, okay, I got a better plan.
Can I ask something real quick though? Like,
yeah.
Would her being a Faunus really fuck it up? Or
well,
do they not hire any Faunus?
Well, the implication is they're stealing a guy's armor. If he came back with fucking chicken legs, you'd know.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
It works in Hitman, so I don't know, man. I'll have to do some research.
Good point.
Yeah, so he walks up and was like, "Oh, everybody got a prisoner who's making some ruckus out in the room," or whatever the fuck. I rolled a 1 and a 3. Fuck me. Starting the trend of this episode of everybody rolling 1s and us getting an ongoing 1 counter.
Awesome.
They rolled a lot of 1s, which is very unfortunate. They did roll an extreme amount of 1s.
I mean, they played for a long time. You're going to roll a lot of dice and roll a lot of 1s.
It is unfortunate for that to happen in your finale, but hey, what can you do?
You can laugh like a ghoul.
You can probably not use Tailspire and their shitty physics engine that probably is running this dice simulation.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! They're using
my dice a little
they're
bit.
using weighted Tailspire dice. That's fucked.
Eddy's like, I want my players to roll over. Can you like modify the results of these? Yeah, no problem, Mr. Rooster Teeth.
Mr. Rooster Teeth.
Chill our product, please.
Yeah. So they just kind of get fucked, huh?
Yeah, he just rolls low, and they go, doesn't make any sense. And then,
who are you? You're not Jim. Whatever the fucking name you said.
No, you're not Jenkins.
This is referenced later. I love that Chad takes the position of I'm gonna hard commit and just starts coughing, going, I got something in my throat, guys. Sorry. like and fails to roll, and then tries to psyop Eddy by just continuing it until he gets it, and like putting the fucking onus on Eddy to make him be forced to blow his cover, which I find very funny.
Asher's most consistent character trait. He's like a fucking pussy.
Yeah, so like Chad tries to commit to it, but Roster starts talking. He's like, stop talking. And they're like getting more confused. And they point the gun at him. This is one of my favorite interactions in the fucking entire season 2. Put your hands up right now. And Chad, bless his heart, goes, dude, if I put my hands up, I'll let her go. Punching his face, still trying to pull this.
Honestly, that is a really good follow-up. I really liked it.
It's really fun.
It really make you think twice, huh?
It was really funny because Eddy literally had to have them think twice because he's just like, I don't know how to respond to this. The dice were low, but it's not like Chad's acting like a retard.
Oh, it's almost like maybe you could just do it off like what they're saying instead of like what they're rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a great part near the end of that, Liam.
Oh boy. Oh, and then Chad is like, all right, I'll do my semblance. He like blinds a couple of them, and then he's like, all right, I'm gonna do my attack rolls thing. I'm gonna like fucking jump over there with my hook shot thing and like stab him a few times. And Chad's like, how do I do that? And you're like, okay, that's a little weird thing to ask. I guess he got a new ability, and he's like, yeah, roll 3d20s for the attacks. And I'm like, uh-oh. Chad rolls them. He goes, what do I do with these? And Chad has to ask how attack rolls work. Hello, Chad. What happened to your brain?
I mean, he didn't say roll 3 attacks. He just said like roll 3 times. So to be fair,
yeah. Well, Chad was saying I shoot over, then I do my extra attack, then I do my bonus offhand, and he said, "Yeah, roll 3 times." I don't know. Chad asked what he added to them, and I was fucking startled. Okay.
Yeah.
I think he did it wrong because he only had like +2 or something. I think he forgot to add Dex or proficiency, one of the two.
Yeah. So. My favorite thing happens in this combat. So they start combat their own initiative, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And Arasha wants to cast Ice Knife. So she casts Ice Knife at an NPC, and I think she rolls a 1. And then Eddy's like, oh, damn, it hits you. So you gotta make the dex save for your own spell. Which is the silliest thing I've ever fucking heard of.
Roster shook her dagger and it just exploded next to her.
Imagine having to go against your own difficulty class.
Isn't that fucking hilarious?
Tony Soprano now realizes he's fallible.
That's true.
And then the next turn, she tries to shoot her gun at an enemy next to Asher, and she rolls 1, and it bounces off of him and hits Asher.
It's a fucking arrow. How? And not only does he go, it targets Asher. He's like, Asher, make a dex save to dodge this arrow shot. Like, and he's just throwing shit at the wall, just making this funnier and funnier. Not an AC check.
He's being such a fucking asshole.
You cannot make this shit up. It's
love critical failures because they bring such fun stories to the game.
God,
I cannot stress this enough. Punishing players for rolling 1s in combat are the fucking worst things you can do as a DM. I fucking hate it.
So bad.
Like, you've already failed at what you were trying to do. That is bad enough that your turn is basically ended with you doing nothing. But
no, you gotta go negative.
Sorry, you attack your partner instead, or your weapon gets stuck in the ground, which stuns you for the next round because you gotta get your weapon next round. I fucking hate Nathan.
Or my favorite, your pants fall down and they see your tiny balls.
Your pants fall down, your cock and balls are live on TV on the Jimmy Kimmel Show.
Oh fuck! Oh no!
We have to have an episode about this. Fucking Christ!
Everyone, please donate to his Patreon.
Please help Quentin. He needs it. This comment encounter is just like, once again, Liam stressed this at the beginning, but it's 2 trained huntsmen against like 4 dudes.
You are a Faunus.
Because Eddie just let them knock one out for free.
Oh yeah, right.
Not the one point of the guy out here. Much of Chad's dismay.
Yeah, so it's just like, what's going on in this comment? How strong is the Wave Gang security? Holy shit!
Probably not very, and like they're just being fucking really cautious for no reason.
I guess, huh?
I wouldn't want to fight anybody in this universe where you sneeze and your hand blow up because you had a 5% chance to kill yourself on everything you do.
Liam, I can tell you've never been in a real, like, historical reenactment fight. People trip and fall on their swords all the time and die in my LARPing group. Yeah, join a FEMA camp sometime, buddy, alright? Or HEMA. Not FEMA, fuck. Different. Okay. Fuck this combat encounter, it's based. What the fuck happens next, bros? Oh, fuck me. God damn it.
The Manticore shows up, right?
No, you're missing the funny part. Where we cut to Phoenix and Pike. I think they solved their fight. We just cut to Phoenix and Pike, and they're walking down the hall, and there's like a janitor. So they just say like, "Hey, buddy." Janitor's like, "Hey," and they don't question them because they pull the biggest power move where Kerry goes, "Let's just act normal," and Eddy can't really fuck with us because he's a beta. And Chris goes, "Yeah, that's a good idea." And so Eddy doesn't because he's scared because they just pretend like they should be there. And Eddy is either laughing too hard or too scared to question how this makes sense. So he doesn't punish them. People are just like, yeah. Like, a guy gives them directions, and they're like, yeah, I give them a fist bump. They're like, yeah, that's so funny.
I honestly can't wait till they make it just a blacksmith. I mean, engineer. I don't know why Eddy...
Good thing they caught that engineer before he built on last.
I don't know why Eddy said blacksmith at first, and, like, why his brain even thought that.
Because he wants to play 5th edition.
He's just like, this is fantasy world. He's looking at a stone room with a man by an anvil or some shit and saying that's a fucking computer and an engineer in a spaceship. Of course he can't stop himself. He's staring at his failure to convey any information accurately through, like, just tools. Tailspire's not better because it has funny character models. It makes it harder. If you just have a piece of paper and you draw a drawing and say that's like a computer, it's easier to believe than putting down a fucking torch and going, this is a fucking computer. Fuck me.
Well, I think it's cool.
Bad. Yeah, that's fair. It's very Liam pilled of you. Yeah, then we get towards the Manticore. How did this start?
They pulled the lever.
When they're in the blacksmith area, the Manticore just fucking like showed up on the side of the ship.
Yeah, they're just like, there's a door. And wait, was it at the side of the ship? I thought it was in a door or a locked cage or some shit.
Because it shows up with the blacksmith is first before it goes to where they are.
Okay.
Because it shows up with Pike and Phoenix, and like the blacksmith is described as being like he's just staring at it quietly while he tries to walk out of the just tiptoe away, and then like it charges through the ship and gets to where Asher and Rostra is.
Okay, where the fuck does the levers thing come into play? Where that Phoenix fucks with? Liam, you were paying attention, right?
Honestly. Honestly, no, I kind of wasn't. All I remember is them saying they pulled a lever and then the dragon showed up.
I'm pretty certain this Manticore is like in a cage and the guy was like, dude, that cage down there is a fucking Manticore now. I'm like 90% certain.
No, you could be right. I could just be misremembering because it's really not very clear.
No, I'm going off.
There's
I'm
a lot of
correct.
shit that is not very. The cuts.
Yes,
I want to talk about this. There is so many cuts in here where I feel like in the final episode, I think the editor just didn't give a fuck. Because I feel like we miss out on a lot of information a lot of the time, and you can infer a lot of it, sure. But sometimes you just will come back to like a completely different situation almost. It's ridiculous.
It's particularly bad. I agree with this situation. In this situation, especially, like it's there's a lot of information I feel like that's being lost in the translation of this from the live footage towards the recorded, edited one, and there's just like nothing they do to help alleviate it. This lever, especially, like, okay, so it's like a lever. There's like a funny lever, right? And in this room with this manticore that they can like open this doors thing, and like it's not like a door, it's like a field or something. It's a funny manticore. They're like, I'm gonna fuck with the lever. Phoenix like fucks with the lever, and the manticore is like out and about. It might have broken out before. I don't know. This is so fucking weird. This sequence of events doesn't make sense to me the way I'm trying to remember it. Go, Liam. What do you think?
No, I'm pretty sure they pull the lever and then the manticore comes out. I think that is the turn of events that happen.
Yeah. Okay, they pull the lever and a manticore comes out. Big Grimm, big scary Grimm. I don't think they've ever fought a manticore before. No. It's a big scary Grimm. It's from Atlas, so, you know, one of the Grimms that Pat Hobby fucking imported, like a retard. Okay, so they're like, oh my god, it's a big Grimm. There's no way we can beat it. We need to get the fuck out of here. And they're trying to like slow it down. And Rastra's like, I'm gonna like double up on my spells. I'm gonna like freeze and hit with fire. Which one, Rastra, that would like, Laura, wouldn't that like melt it? But okay, whatever. And Eddy gets like a shitting grin. He's like, as it goes and shoots, you feel your semblance like not work because of the lever. And I'm just like caught off guard. What the fuck does he mean by this? And they're like, oh god, that was like an aura trap. And I feel like there was literally a part of the episode that was cut out there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I will agree. I kind of didn't understand what was happening there. And then they pulled the lever again?
Yeah, so Phoenix had pulled the lever twice and reactivated it. Like, with the Manticore out, I think, and then reactivated it, but they're still close by enough that this is apparently, like, an aura field. It's called an aura field that, like, affects dust and semblance shit, which, like, okay, that's, like, exists? Really?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's the metahuman cuffs, no?
Yeah, like, I don't think that's a good idea to put that in RWBY's setting. Cause like, that has bad implications. Or it's supposed to be your soul, man. Like, also, like, that's also just busted. Like, don't stop putting these things into your settings, guys. I don't know what to say. Stop putting Seastone into your setting. It's a bad idea.
Hey, Seastone's good. Fuck off.
Stop putting Kryptonite in your setting for people that aren't one guy specifically affected it. Don't make Kryptonite the weakness to Batman. Like, stop it. Stop this shit. What is this? Why do you feel like you need to write this shit?
Don't you fucking make Batwoman references.
Of course I do. It's a fucking national...
He's a Chad.
It's a national treasure. It's a fucking archived somewhere, and it's going to be protected right next to the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. That shit's Kino.
Amen.
Batman suit. Only thing that could stop it is Kryptonite.
Kryptonite.
I kill myself.
Well,
anyway.
But yeah, it's like, this is so many... Once again, just another thing introduced. Don't care about the implications of the setting. So anytime two people are fighting, if one of them doesn't have aura dampening weapons, they're a retard, I guess. Awesome. And then our brave huntsmen just run for the Manticore. They just run.
As they should.
They find a hallway that's too small, and it breathes fire at them, it cinches their asses, and then they run away.
Well, you forgot, Asher put a gravity trap that he described explicitly that he wanted to use gravity dust to collapse the doorway behind them. Yeah. And which Eddy took it as, alright, yeah, your gravity does trap, like knocks the little dude back a little bit, but then he breathes fire at you.
Eddie is such
Eddie
an
just
asshole.
not listening to what his player wanted to do.
Eddie fucking never lets his gravity traps do fucking anything. Holy shit, imagine being Chad and still trying to do gravity traps. Part of the character you want so desperately. And you're like, Eddie, I really like this idea of being like a thiefy guy who can like jump around and set up traps. No. Die. It does nothing. Not even like hunt like bear trap equivalents in 5e. No. Suck my dick. I'm Eddie Rivas. Jesus Christ, what an asshole. Like, holy shit. Ah, God, yeah.
Yeah, so
Somebody
breathe
on
fire
Pirates
at him.
episode. Yeah, breathe fire at him.
And
They run away.
they're
They do like the Mario, like jump and run away. Fire on his ass.
Yeah.
Where do they run, guys?
Into Team Smoke.
Ooh, I
hate Team Smoke.
Cut to every
What?
one of the players unironically looking not like they're having fun.
To which the players actually hate Team Smoke. Not the characters, just they hate Team Smoke. They don't like them. And I'm pretty sure Eddie wanted to have a fight here, but then saw how much his players hated Team Smoke and just had them disappear.
To quote Chris, Eddie, I refuse to fight Team Smoke this session. Not said as like a joke. Said in an exasperated like Ed. Like maybe yeah, of course he could be joking. But I don't think it's all a joke. I think it is, everyone looks literally exasperated. And I would be too, since Silva's last described as destroyed by an AA gun. But he's fine.
God, what a success.
Yeah, he has a bandage on his nose.
What a success by Eddie on the villains. Like, they bring out such animosity. That's what you want from your villains. To be this hated.
No, but this is unironically bad hate. Like, this isn't good. Like,
well, yeah.
I honestly, like...
I think Eddie loves
I don't think Eddie deserves this much hate for this Team Smoke.
No,
I don't like Team Smoke. I'll agree, but like, Jesus Christ, if I was in a game and I didn't like an antagonist, I wouldn't fucking. I don't know. It's just fucking weird, man. It's kind of disrespectful how much they hate them, you know?
They're a little,
bit,
a little cruel about it. Like, they're playing up for comedy, right? That's what you're gonna like probably.
I hope, but.
What are you saying, Ben? Sorry.
I was gonna say, like, it's really weird to me how, like, at this point they have. I would say at this point I don't really know why they're like, why are they afraid of Team Smoke, really?
I mean,
they've
maybe.
kind of just shit on them and pretty much except for like the first time that they've been
Landfall one, they made them sound so intimidating. Remember, they go in the smoke and do a combo attack like boom, boom, bow, bow towards Eddie's description.
I mean, maybe they're just like, this is Eddie's gay, cringe OC characters who are broken, and I don't want to fight them because we'll just die. Maybe that's their perspective, because that was their intro.
They all have such annoying powers, unironically. There's a guy who can cast darkness all the time. There is a guy who turns off dust. There is a girl who entangles all the time. And there's a person who makes fog clouds and smoke clouds all the time. It is literally just annoying CC and disruption effects, the team. So I don't kind of blame them for feeling that. But there's also just a general animosity, because whenever Team Smokes show up, they're losers, but they always get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Even here.
Like Martin and Mina should have like gotten fucked up and not been here, and Kaki and Sil could have been like pissed, and then it would have been like, well, he took out two of them, and then maybe have a fight with those two to fulfill the quota of actually fighting the rest of the team. But like, no, they're in the treasury looking for magic items, and they run in, and Team Smoke's already here raiding magic items, which is another reason to be annoyed. Fair, because the last time we saw Team Smoke, they were being blasted off again as these guys were boarding the airship. So how the fuck did they get in here faster than them?
We'll never know.
Not only that, they're looking around for magic artifacts that they, for some reason, know about one specifically. And they're just kind of here being like, Team Sapphire. As all the players are dead-eyed going like, yeah, Eddie, okay. Yeah. Yeah, Eddie. Yeah. To the degree that Chad literally just goes, Carrie, just use. He goes. Asher looks at Pike and goes, just use your semblance.
Yeah.
Equivalent of me going, I use my ability to end the scene, Richard. Literally, I'm exasperated for some reason. I have an ability that can fuck up a scene. I'm gonna use it. Except these guys, all of them agree, and it's really fucking I feel some sympathy for Eddy, but he did make his bed.
Yeah.
Way to suck the drama out of the scene.
And Carrie's semblance just being, ask the DM what I gotta do what he thinks I should do. It's a really cringe ability still. So what happens is Carrie just uses his semblance and rolls a 5, which is a neutral result. And then it's like, oh, fuck, it wasn't a 1, so fuck it. There's a crate, and you feel like you should blow up the crate. You blow up the crate, and the crate blows up, and I guess everyone disappears. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense.
Okay, so Eddy's like, okay, you feel your arm lift with your gun. It'll tense up, and you lift your gun, and you point it at a box, and you're so I should hit this box. And then the players kind of pause because they don't do it immediately. I'm like, all right, what are you doing? Carrie's just like, I guess Eddy wants me to shoot the box, guys. They're not about this shit. Because Eddy is pointing at a mystical artifacts box and saying, haha, shoot it, lol. And they're all like, awesome. They shoot a box and fucking elemental effects start. And then, I guess they're frozen in time as Team Smoke look for an item, and Martin's like, I found it! And he has, a band he slaps on his arm. And Sill's like, looks like we'll have to be catching you guys later. And they teleport away. But actually, Sill says one more thing, Lemon's gonna have to work without us. And then they teleport away for real this time. Because Eddy, of course, needs a teleportation band. Fucking... God, Eddy! What the fuck? Do you know how crazy that is?
Hey, come on.
Can I just say
It's
that
fine. It probably uses 5 aura.
So, do you think that Shaolin Showdown was a inspiration? Because it's Shengon Wu shit. They're not having duels over it, but they're basically just oh no, a new item. What does it do?
Ooh, it's literally. Yeah, no, that's pretty fair. I just love that they all stand around and do nothing because they don't want to stop them from leaving.
Let's all stand around here and do nothing like idiots.
And they do. And they're like, do you guys want to look for more magic items? They're like, I don't know, that box is still steaming. Let's leave. So, I guess maybe all the magic items blew up after that thing set off. We'll never know because who fuck knows if this will get a 3rd season.
It won't. And
that's Team Smoke. They show up again. All the players say, Eddy, we don't like your game when they're here, and then they leave.
Back-based.
What a pussy.
Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's funny.
What a mess. I'm sure his other antagonists are all going to do good performances this episode, right?
Yo, no, definitely.
Oh,
yeah, one of them plays Dad real well.
Hey, so they do a really base thing of literally cutting and coming back another day.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Who does that?
A psychopath.
Alright, guys, we'll wrap up the episode here and finish it up tomorrow.
At least you can't see our shirts.
Just for the joke.
That.
I'm wearing a different t-shirt. It wasn't a joke.
Asher just has 17 HP because he took a bunch of damage, and Laura won't heal him for whatever reason now.
Yeah.
He heals him later when he bitches at her to do it. Because he's like, I'm 17 HP, can you please heal me?
It's like, well, we don't want to waste it yet. You might get lower or something.
Not yet.
No, it's...
He's bitching. He's like, I have low HP. I don't want to take the lead. And Psycho Pike moment 11 happens because Pike just runs up and pushes him into the hallway. And Laura, for once in her life, emotes. Because I guess she was genuinely shocked as she has the roster go, Pike! In a voice. And I was so caught off guard. And then it cuts.
Because it always cuts.
Because Carrie's magic, dude. He brought Laura out of her shell. And then, is this the part with the guards in, the barracks?
The only thing I have notes on is when they start doing the Carrie's badge fuckery.
Okay,
This is before that.
This is where we get to the because they find like a barracks where some guys are like hanging and like some are asleep and stuff, and Asher goes in this cognito to go get more outfits for them. There's like 3 guys in there asleep. He's like looking for shit. He finds like badges for them. And he finds like clothes, and Carrie in their earpiece. Pike goes, "Okay, Asher, get 3 cups of warm water and put their hands in it so they get pee-pee in their pants."
Base.
This is full setting character. Very based.
Very base.
Alright, who wants to handle Badgegate?
I can.
Go ahead.
I know you love Badgegate, Liam.
Alright, so they get to this door with like a scanner for like a badge. And they all have their own badges that they got, I guess, from the barracks.
Yeah, just there. They just got them.
Yeah. So they got these like ID badges, and Carrie's like, "All right, I put my badge into the scanner to open the door," and he's like, "It doesn't scan, sorry." And he's like, "All right, I try it again. I hold it or whatever." He's like, it doesn't work, sorry, Carrie."
There's no one among us.
Yeah. Like this, he didn't swipe it long enough.
Yeah,
and he's like,
and
"Oh no!"
It's really funny to have card issues.
And then he's like, "Oh no, it's actually like one of those like hotel doors where you gotta hold it, and then wait for it to unlock." And then Carrie's like, "I don't want to do this. I give up." And Eddie's like, "Carrie? You know how it works now. You can just do it." And it was a very weird interaction. Where Carrie, I felt like Carrie was
getting pissed.
Was Carrie getting pissed, or was he role playing Pike as you would when your fucking card doesn't work 3 times and you just stop?
Well, Pike's having an autistic fit. I think Pike's having an autistic fit, but I think Carrie probably by now has gotten sick of whenever he tries to do anything, Eddie puts on the dun 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 funny music and makes something dumb happen. So and an autistic stroke of brilliance of melding character brain with human brain. Carrie's just like, I break my card in half, Lamau.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
He's like, okay, fine, Eddie. I'll put it and I hold it like a hotel thing. And it doesn't work. And then Carrie's like, fuck you, Eddie! And he snaps his card in half. I don't want it. And someone else does it and it works.
It's fucking awesome.
And
then it gets even funnier in this next segment.
It's even funnier.
It's a Felix scene, but on the clown music.
On the clown music.
So they walk through the door and go down this hallway, and as everyone walks by, it goes like beep, beep.
Yeah, there's like an attendant.
Yeah, as it's like they're like walking through, and then it gets to Carrie, and it's like alarm! But he doesn't have an ID card, and a turret pops up and is spinning up to kill everybody.
Fucking Gatling gun pierce out.
That's what you want in your fucking airship. If you forget your key card, a turret pops out of the ceiling.
Live fire penetrates the wall of the airship. Airlock disengaged. Ventilation shafts on fire.
Well, the guy literally the guy literally says, "Be careful. You don't want to forget your card. Don't want someone to die."
And they have to fucking erase it's been 5 days without an accident. Fucking sign.
Yeah. So they have this really funny skit where like, dude, he has this broken card. It's like, come on, man. And then they have like 5 minutes of Carrie like doing this like autistic man like got upset and is trying to explain himself routine. Where Pike's like, this is like a bad day for me, man. Like, yeah, dude, it's really hurting. It's like, yeah, we have to do all that moving and shit. He's like, yeah, man, I get that. That's rough. But like, dude, you could die. Like, don't do that. He's like, I know, man. We have like some packing tape to fix my car. It's like, I guess. I don't think that'll work. But it's like 5 minutes to spend on this shit.
I thought this scene was really funny. I thought everybody was having fun.
I mean, this is the most fun they've had all session. I'll give you that.
Yeah, and fucking Chad just like, yeah, Asher's just like, he's walking up to the guy, having fun. And
that
blocks him over the head.
Yeah, the guy bends down at one point. Asher's just like domes him, and Chris is like, "No!" Because obviously, assuming Eddy probably would have this guy have 20 AC, and the turret would wind up instantly to kill them. But no, Eddy lets him have this one, and they get the turret controls from this guy. I hope they don't plan on doing anything fucking horrific with this. That would be fucked up. All right,
I thought it was funny because in Tailspire, the turret was just like a big ballista.
As Carrie goes, dude, I know that's not the right model, but this really works. Okay, bros, it's time.
We've also just forgot a thing. Every time they get to a door, the players like put their ear to the door to hear what's on the other side.
Oh yeah, and
like every door.
And he bitches about this for some reason. Like he isn't always fucking them on this.
Yeah.
You know, if they don't do it, then the one time they don't, they're gonna open the door and it's gonna be like, "There's 50 trained guns aimed at all of you."
Get ready to rumble.
And a turret pops up.
Turret pops.
Turret always pops up.
A turret pops up is my favorite expression Eddy says because it happens more than you'd like, but not enough to be a joke yet. Yeah, so they get in a room with like a bunch of engineer guys right in front of the fucking like captain's chamber, and they're like, what was their excuse to get these guys to leave? Was it there's a fucking fire.
Well, so what they do is I think Carrie walks in, grabs a box of like artifacts or of something, and then walks out before they notice. And then he walks in with the box like, "Oh, what do you want, this boss?"
Which is pretty hilarious. Looney Tune shit. But I love that they're just the player characters are so brazen at this point. They know nothing will hurt them in the long run. So they're just doing dumb shit. Like, yeah, we got this box. Pod says a few more things and goes, "Oh yeah, by the way, the hull's on fire.
Yeah.
We need like more engineers down there." These guys are like, "Oh shit, man, that's pretty bad." So they all run to go help. And then Chris is like, was it Chris or Carrie who brings it up first?
Brings up what?
The turret when they're leaving through the hallway. Who brings up the idea first?
It was Asher with the button. He's like, and then I pressed the button on the turret.
Yeah, so
which everyone just is like, "Oh god!"
Except for Carrie, who's like, "Yeah!" So they kind of talk him down from murdering all these engineers running through a hallway, but they still arm the turret afterwards.
Well, they'll just die if they come back. Then they're villains.
The logic doesn't make sense to me. Well, now it's like not on us because it's active. And if they don't want to get shot, they wouldn't walk down the hallway. Genius! I mean, I get from a realistic standpoint, like, yeah, I would do the same thing. But the justification of it not being as bad is pretty funny to me.
So are we under the assumption that these engineers aren't bad guys and killing them is immoral?
Like, kind of. They're
or
like
is just killing them, like, not personally, it's immoral?
It's like they're unarmed combatants, so killing them like rats in a hallway is bad. But if we don't think about it, it's fine.
Okay.
Like, literally scary logic.
All right.
Okay, guys.
And then,
time.
can I do this one?
Please.
All right. So there's a door. They know it's they asked if Liz
Lemon. Liz Lemon.
that's totally what was in my head.
Shut the fuck up,
That wasn't intentional. That's funny. They asked Lemon if Lemon was in the other room. They're like, yeah, she's in the other room. So they go to the room. They put their ear to the door. They don't really hear anything. And then they open it and they see Lemon on the ground with strawberry jam all over the floor.
No, hold on. They open it. They go, "What's in the room?" And it's like, "Yeah, there's like some cool fancy stuff table." Oh yeah, behind the table is a big pool of blood pouring out from behind it. Big pool of strawberry jam. And they're like, I guess we go look. They hang on it for way too long.
Maybe we have the wrong room.
Let's get Lemon. Lemon's like a major antagonist. She wouldn't just be dead when we showed up. That'd be stupid.
What is the
this?
version of expectations?
So they walk around the table and Lemon's...
What did you do, Liam?
What'd you do, Liam? So they walk around the table and they see Liam. Holy shit! They see Liam. They see Lime on the ground, quote, bleeding out, and he just drops like she's dying. And they're like, okay. And Chat's like, oh, Abby. And I guess they're upset because she killed Lemon. But then you realize, no, they're just upset because she took the necklace. Good, I would be really confused if they're actually upset that Lemon's dying. Because that makes no sense for them.
No, not at all. And can I just say, Lemon is just like, she's dying, but she's also like super helpful. She's like, yeah, it was Abby. She just like came in through like an air duct or something and stabbed me and took my necklace. Here's like a map of the compound and like access keys or some shit. I'm gonna die. I'm literally not gonna talk to you ever about anything at all, and you guys are gonna leave.
Go get him, champ.
You gotta be careful, Vermilion. He works for a powerful entity. It's Salem. You gotta stop him. He grabs Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix, Remnant will be in danger if you don't stop him. Literally just like saw God on the front as she's dying. It's trying to repent.
I want to tell you, I didn't until you just said that thought that the powerful entity he's working for was Salem. And before you call me retarded, I want to say it's because I basically just forgot this takes place in RWBY.
You're a fucking asshole.
So
that's funny as fuck.
I'm pretty sure they say Salem out loud the second time.
They say her.
They say her. Sorry.
Yeah, they refer to her as her. Yeah, they make it very clear that's a her.
So how do you feel about?
Well, you know what? I don't know. Could be a little Miss Malachite.
Yeah, no.
I guess we can talk about this a bit more once he shows up.
Yeah, we'll save it for him.
Now we're talking about Lemon.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Lemon and how Abby metaphorically and literally killed and took her character. Abby was definitely refined and created before season 2, and once she hit the scene, Eddy decided that Lemon would instead be Abby, and Lemon can just be killed and thrown away. Because Lemon, it's the first time they meet her in person, is just dying on the ground. All of this shit with the wave is just, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Can I just say something? I think it would have been more effective if they just found Lemon dead and she didn't get to say anything, honestly.
Yes! Of course!
Yeah, that would have been much better.
Actually, I just realized, why would Abby leave her alive?
There's no reason! Abby left her with cinematic dying wounds long enough for her to give long-winded speeches as she's passing away. For, no fucking reason!
Oh, you forget. She literally says, like, oh, Abby killed me. And then the ship lurches as Abby takes control of the ship.
She's like, Abby had unfinished business with me. Got it? Because I killed her parents. Can't you get it? Players not paying attention, going, where's the necklace? Where's the plate mail?
Where's the plate mail?
Where's the plate mail? Arastra, don't heal her. We need the plate mail. I don't know why we'd heal her, but I don't know why we're acting like we're sad she's dying either.
Phoenix picks her up and puts her in the bed.
Yeah, that's when she, gets tucked in and she pats him on the ear and my son, Phoenix, be careful. The forces of Salem are controlling this monster. You cannot let Vermilion have this. He will bring darkness upon the land.
It's like...
And Chet's like, don't worry, my take her back.
Ben,
Chet's like, I think you're being a bit over dramatic.
This is like if Gale was dying. This is like if Gale was dying in front of us.
Gale dying.
Damn, no, he just compared Gale to Lemon. How do you feel?
I know, that's fucked up. This is, you run into...
Well, they're both blonde.
Damn, you got me. Fuck! Oh my god.
Fair.
Yeah. This is if you run to Vince McMahon and he's dying in his attic and he went, you don't understand. The sailor killed me.
Vic,
I
who
like
took your
how
ketamine?
you don't call me
Who
his
took
own
your
name.
ketamine?
God.
Yeah, so just literally, like I said, literally and metaphorically killed and stole the villain spot from her. Cool, Abby. So they enter the actual pilot room now, and Abby's character model is a white hooded figure at the control panel. And as Eddy is attempting to describe the scene, Chad, bless his heart, just unmutes and screams, "It's a druid!" Because he's thinking of fucking literally Mystery of the Druids with their white hooded figures. Chad is literally based. That is what he means by this. It looks like a Mystery of the Druids model.
Fuck, that's funny. I didn't
It
realize
is so
that.
funny.
Oh yeah,
Eddy,
yes, that's so funny.
and he just has to laugh uncomfortably because Chad is unironically just talking over his descriptions now. He doesn't give a fuck. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So you guys think of this confrontation with Abby? I mean, wait. Oh shit, hold on. Lemon's dead. What do we rate her as a villain?
I don't know, like a 2?
She was a villain?
Let's not drag this out for comedic effect. Like, unironically. Just, like, awful. Nothing.
-1.
Oh,
Yeah.
like, just wasted potential. And, like, there wasn't even a lot of potential.
Not even wasted potential. There was no potential. This
There's
character
no
wasn't a
potential.
character.
Yeah, there
She didn't
wasn't
do
anything.
anything.
Yeah, no.
So that's really it. Yeah, Ben, you like lemon?
I'm sorry, do I like what?
Lemon.
You like lemonade.
Oh,
Lemonade.
we're coming up with new nicknames for her. Cool. No, I don't like
Madam
Lemon.
President.
I literally Madam President. I
Pretty
can't believe
fucked
she
up
got
they
art.
killed Hillary
Why did she get
Clinton.
art?
Yeah, why
Can I say? Did
Why
Abby
didn't
get
Abby
art?
get her? Nope.
No.
Cringe.
Eddy, mid-season, just literally changed his mind, I bet.
I gotta say, this confrontation with Abby is one of the most hilarious fucking things that's happened in a while.
You know,
Oh yeah, because to get into the room they had to put in the gate code 69420. And that was pretty funny, right, Blake? That's what you were talking about.
No,
fuck, I love jokes.
No,
We shouldn't
no.
stop making jokes.
No, I actually ignored that. But it's more like, so when they encounter Abby, Chad literally just speaks up and has Asher go, "Abby, where's the necklace?" And Abby plays dumb and throws him a necklace here and says here, and Chad just throws it away and says, "Where's the real one?" And that's a very good character moment that Eddy then makes him roll for, and I get fucking furious because like,
And he forces him to say, "You're not sure."
yeah, and then
Awesome.
he rolls a 3 because Chad's been rolling shit for the last 2 sessions, and fucking he's like, "Oh, you can't be sure." When Chad literally had his character walk in, dramatically just confronting her, being sure of himself, but then the rest of the party gets his back and literally ignores Eddy and walks up to her and grabs her and says, "Where's the necklace?"
Yeah, they
ignore
don't care that
Eddy.
I don't care that they're technically metagaming. This is the audacity that Eddy thinks that he should be having Asher have to do a roll for this.
Yeah.
Is unbelievable.
I am very happy that they literally all just collectively went, "Fuck you, Eddy. We are just doing this." It's believable that Asher just thinks that Abby did this. And, doesn't have to roll to figure it out. He just knows. This happened to him. Exactly. Once.
This has just happened. And the more and adding to the comedy of this whole encounter, Abby isn't an actual intimidating combatant. They essentially during the combat, Phoenix just pins her down and just searches her for the necklace, and that's it.
Yeah.
Abby is here trying to sneak out with this. The whole reason this is so funny is it's the equivalent of a kid trying to steal a cookie, and everyone caught them. It's really weird that it's that easy.
Season finale shit right there.
Yeah. So also I don't know. I guess she has cameras on the Manticore that let her get in control of it. And then the Manticore shows up, and you look at the players, and they all just seem aggravated and annoyed because Eddy tried to pull this shit. And they're not having a good fucking time. Chris, especially when he's, grabbing Abby, he's how I want us to do, or I want us to do, or find the deck. I want to search her and find the deck. He keeps repeating these things, very simply, no, fuck you, I want to find this. He's what do I have to do? What do I do? What do I do? I want to do it. And he's well, you gotta do is just, I want to hold her down, fucking look for the deck. I'm not want to let her go. They're just stop trying to fucking genie us, Eddy. And Chris is seething sounding. I don't know if it's just because he needs intense focus to think, and if you could explain this another way, or if they're just had headaches. But it's so uncomfortable.
It really is dumb. I mean, if you want, I assume he kind of wanted Abby to be like a boss here, sort of.
Yeah.
Obviously, they not kill her, but like, shouldn't he have just been like, all right, Abby hits a button and like turrets pop out of the ceiling?
It's like Abby and the Manticore, like it's fucking what's his face from Tarzan and the Gecko in Kingdom Hearts. Like it's supposed to be Grimm and the person fighting them, and like subdue Abby, don't kill her.
His problem is he let them walk up to her. He really should have been like, all right, I guess you're not buying it, and then the fucking Grimm shows up.
Yeah, Abby should have done a backflip and had combat initiative rolled as the Grimm showed up. So it's a little less, like, embarrassingly, like, weird in the way that Eddy started combat.
Yeah, so he just lets fucking
Eddy
Chris walk up on him, which is funny.
Eddy has proven with Vermilion that he's really bad at just saying combat starts and making them do initiative. He lets them do too much before he does initiative.
It's weird to complain. It's weird because, you know, we started off complaining that Eddy has some weird ball-breaking combat encounters at the start, but in this season especially, he has just let them fuck with his combat encounters in dumb ways. And this is a really bad case of it. And, you know, it doesn't get better for Abby here. Sorry, if you have a better point, you can continue, Liam. I want to talk about her semblance. Or maybe let Ben do it.
I just say he really needs to just know when to start his combat encounters, because that's just really important. Let characters talk and interact with each other, but the second you feel like they're trying to get an upper hand on you or the NPCs, roll initiative.
You can still fucking roleplay in combat.
Yeah, I mean, you can. Yeah.
All right.
Or at the very least, just don't let them like move. Be like, fuck it. Draw an invisible line in the sand. Be like, if your player
draw the
situation, if you get that close to an NPC, they're gonna take you as hostile. You are not close friends in this situation.
Yeah, Ben, do you want to describe Abby's semblance now that we finally see it?
I would love to describe her semblance because she has taken the subclass Arcane Trickster and has Mage Hand Ledgerman, which means she just gets to use Mage Hand a little bit further away, can lift a little bit heavier things, and you can actually do thief skills with it. Pretty cool. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let me back it up a little bit. She just kind of holds the necklace. Really?
It's just a Mage Hand.
It's just a Mage Hand.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Mage Hand as a semblance is kind of a cool idea, but like obviously it's 5th edition, so it's like it's it's just like what the fuck, whatever. It's garbage.
In RWBY setting, a Phantasmal Hand thing, in literal 5th edition,
I mean,
D&D, giving you literally Mage Hand. He calls it a Phantasmal.
Couldn't even upgrade to Bigby's hand.
Yeah, exactly.
He just went for straight Mage Hand.
Look, it's not. It's so boringly done, and the way it's shown off is comedic because it's like, where's the necklace? She smiles, it's not on her. You look over and she has a Mage Hand floating in front of the Grimm's face, and you're like, okay, so like I guess it's connected to your aura technically because your Mage Hand is aura, but like Abby, this is really goofy looking. If you have this Mage Hand thing, why aren't you Mage Handing it in like a box like underneath the floor so they can't get to it, but you're still connected to it? So why aren't you using this in a smart way then? If this is how it works.
I got the impression that she can't use it with the Mage Hand, because I thought she had used it to bring the Grimm here, and then the Mage Hand took it away because immediately after she showed the Mage Hand, the blue eyes went away.
I misunderstood that shit then. Oh, Abby, you're fucking retarded.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it'd be cooler if her semblance allowed her to use the amulet.
Why wouldn't it? It's her aura. I
agree.
God, that's really dumb then. My bad.
It has to be on your neck and you have to be attuned.
And then she's like, well, fuck. Fucking Asher tries to shoot like a hook shot at the hand to grab it. And he's like, it's too small. And then she uses the hand to throw it behind the Grimm.
Okay, throws it behind the Grimm.
Came in through an open hole in the fucking plane, but that's besides the point. We won't address it. It won't come into play, so whatever.
I want to point out, Eddy went, you were one off, Asher. And then bullshit. Don't believe. I
also like a 16, by the way.
He rolled a 60. He's like, one off, dude. Like, you've got a ball buster. Carrie quietly mumbles as Eddy's laughing. The failed roll. Yeah, that's how boss battles work. Yikes! Holy shit! Oh my god! That is fuck. Blake was unmuted as he's complaining that Clark got hit a lot. I heard him say what he really feels. No. That is, I'm just calling this encounter boring out loud. Oh no, bros. Edit that shit out, bros!
It's super fucked.
So the fight happens for a little bit. It's not very entertaining because I have no notes on it, except for like the interesting parts. Am I missing anything before the amulet gets swapped around?
Pike, like, literally first turn just aims the shit at Abby instead of the Grimm. And Chad looks so surprised on screen. It was like, what the fuck?
Pike is a
escape. Like, why would you do that?
Pike is a mercenary. He goes for the weaker target.
And then she started attacking him, so I guess he didn't care. I think they also cut, so I wonder if he said something there.
Probably 100.
Yeah, so Asher runs up to the amulet and uses it after 2 turns of trying to fuck with it.
Yeah.
They cast like an uncheck to fucking figure out how it works, I guess.
Yeah, he has to do a check to do it. Seems arbitrary, but whatever, man. Like, yeah, it's a strong one, so it pulls on you and slowly.
And he says it drains all of his aura to use it.
Okay.
So
this
thing fucking kills people with extended use, right?
Yeah,
it should, right? Unless you're Salem, it should corrupt you or be cursed.
Should suck your aura. Yeah, right? It should be like a demonic thing where it's like, oh fuck, I'm losing myself and I'm like getting my soul sucked out to control the Grimm. It's like I'm gonna be hollow. But like that makes no sense with how widely used Lemon's been able to use it. So like this shit better be a like put on drain your aura, but now it's a passive you have. Or Lemon makes no fucking sense. She does not have that much fucking aura.
Now,
right?
I know it's one the angle he takes, but an interesting angle wave of Grimm before. An interesting way to maybe have handled this was Lemon never used it. She forced like her grunts to use it. Yeah, you know, and they died. You know,
I was just thinking.
She's like literally a villain. Like,
she
using her underlings as
cultists, like going like you're fucking dying for the cause, suck your soul out to control shit.
Now that's not what Eddy's doing, I guarantee.
Hell no.
It would have been an interesting angle if Lemon was a character.
I literally hope. I don't know. I don't think he ever thought about. I think he. I'm just so fucking curious if he ever thought about extended use rules and if that shit is right or if he's just retarded and is like, you have to drain all your aura. I'm not going to talk about how Lemon did it. But I guess I just have to assume it's a one-time cost.
I guess it's a one-time cost as long as you're holding on to it, I guess?
I guess. Oh my god, the players got the Grimm Control Amulet. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's fine. You know he'll never let them keep it.
No, I know, but this is my note because, like, bro, this is so... I'm at one point impressed that he let them have it and like disappointed that he let them have it. Is it wrong to take both sides of this argument? Because like,
yes.
Fuck you. No.
I mean, no.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Because I think it's a cool like power moment to give your players.
Yeah.
But obviously, you have to take it away in an interesting way. And maybe just a cursed item that your players wouldn't want to use is probably the right way to handle an item like this.
Yeah, and also maybe like have made them have to get through something to get it and then use it. All they had to get through was wrestling like a fucking young woman down by a fucking lion faunus and beating the shit out of her until she dropped the necklace. This wasn't a... It's not like they're power tripping and now beating the like big like turret army she has and killing them with the Grimm. It's just like, well, Abby, now we have the murder machine, and Abby literally shits her pants. Like it wasn't a moment of power at all. They just played hot potato.
Yeah.
So he uses the amulet, controls the manticore, pins down Abby.
Dojinshi. He says, quote, he understands the secrets on a soul level to control this thing. And, like, please, don't imply that Grimm have souls, dumb fuck. That's not a good idea. Like, they said that a few times, and I got really nervous. Grimm don't have souls, guys. That's the thing, right? You guys aren't retarded, right? But anyway, who cares? This is D&D.
Well, it's not, souls are like spooky white things in your body. They have like spooky black things in their body.
They have spooky black souls.
Yeah.
They have evil aura.
Yeah. And then Asher has this kind of funny moment where Abby thinks she's just going to be fucking eaten alive. And he's like, I should do this. Yeah, fuck you, you're dead. Oh, psych.
Psych. I would never do that, Abby. I'm not psychotic. It's okay. Get up. And Abby, to Eddie's credit. Yeah, he's like, okay, don't be fucking retarded, Abby. He's like, Abby, to her credit, like Eddie's understanding that Abby now feels worse that she's not just being murdered. Because she's like, oh, I just murdered you.
I was just trying to murder you.
Abby's just like, God, I'm just such a shitty person. Which is way funnier than killing her. So what did we think of Abby, guys?
Yeah, I'm such.
I like her. I mean, she's still.
I'm sad she's dead.
In terms, not yet. I think she, out of all the quote unquote villains, she's the best one.
Yes,
and has the potential to stay as the best villain, maybe.
I don't think there's any way she could be a villain at this point, unless she committed to doing it again, which would make her pretty funny, to be fair, if she once again tried to betray them.
She can. She was killed by the Manticore.
Yeah.
No. So, I don't know. Did anyone, Ben? Do you have opinions on Abby?
Opinions on Abby?
I mean, she became Lemon. I know you had a lot of opinions on her. So Lemon 2.0 Abby.
I would like to say that I do think that Abby is only like. I really feel like the Ghoulish Grin realized Abby's the only character I haven't fucked up or just or hasn't just got instantly felted. Like, it's pretty sad, but I guess he made the right call by making the most interesting character the villain.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're
strange.
Right. Life is strange, Eddie.
Life is strange.
God damn. You play Gang Extended Thoughts, you good?
On Abby?
Yeah.
No. No, I think this ending of, like, her being thrown down and subdued makes it better for me, especially when she's doing the moment you just said of, like, just being like, oh God, I'm such a shit person. Of, like, I think it'd be cringe if, say, she did this a third time. But, like, I as it is so far, overall, I think it's pretty good. Eddy had some really weird lines as her earlier in the base, but, like, it's fucking Eddy. But, like, as a character overall, she's pretty good. Easily the best villain, or, like, villain-esque character.
You're gonna say that when my boy Vermilion is about to appear.
Whoa, spoilers.
So they go on the intercom, and there's a Skype call, and they look around and they go, well, we should make sure Roster's talking with them. Why? And two, then she doesn't. She doesn't take the seat to not heed their own decision.
Well, she's the leader. Of course she has to speak to whoever's on the phone.
So it clicks on, and there's a super freaky boar mask because it's Vermilion. And Eddy, once again, because the art's so bad, has to describe, like, wow, it's a really fucking weird mask. Like, it's intimidating and scary. And Vermilion opens his mouth. Team Sapphire, you have something of mine. Pike speaks up. You want the Manticore back? No, not that.
Okay, I gotta say, I like Vermilion's fucking sincere response to Pike's autism.
Yeah, we have to get into this. Vermilion has Asperger's.
Vermilion, I think it is a very funny character trait. I like it.
It's funny. You shouldn't give it to your main villain, probably, because Vermilion literally takes things so seriously, delivers things awkwardly and plainly, and it's just overall stiff and insanely comedic. Like, dangerously comedic.
Yeah.
Like, he just talks like this, and infers things. Okay, he refers to Salem here, and they're like, we don't really want to give you, like, what you want. Like, we don't want to hand over the magic artifacts. Vermilion's response, very well. I will have to loot your corpses. Then I will lay waste to everything you hold dear. I will have to loot your corpses. Vermilion Raddick. It's fucking top PvPer. Like, literally, like, see you in the wildy, kid. Like, everything he fucking says and the line reads on them are fucking... I couldn't handle it. What was Eddy thinking? Did he think this was intimidating? Or did he actually just go, dude, it'd be so funny if he just took things seriously, lol?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but it is funny though, right?
It's pretty funny.
I mean, it helps that in my head when I'm picturing this character, it's not the art. It's just like the big rectangular Wilson Fisk from the animated Spider-Man movie. That's what I picture. I don't know. It's just what I picture.
I'm always picturing a zoomed-in, like, still frame of a boar's face because he's too close to the camera because he doesn't understand how to stand properly because he has, like, spatial awareness issues. So it's just, like, zoomed into his eye.
That's so sad. That's just sad. I don't like that.
Carrie is like, you know, I got an idea. He does, like, a pratfall onto the panel and mutes it. And Pike's like, he mutes it. He's like, oh no, the sound's coming out. And he's like faking, looking for it. He's like, guys, what do you do?
He does a prat.
I'm scared of him.
And they're like, okay, what are we doing? They're like, well, like, hey, can we sense Grimm with the ambulance? He's like, yeah, it's okay. Ambulance even better than I thought. Cool. They're like, well, let's get a bunch of Grimm. Let's like go there, and like when he drops down for the handoff, we'll like kill him with the Grimm. And they're all like, yeah, that sounds good. And Pike's like, I turned the sound back on, and he's like, hey, sorry, I fell on the microphone. It kind of cut out there. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Vermilion doesn't respond. Guys, I don't know if you can hear us. No, I can hear you. Eddy. Eddy then goes, Vermilion the whole time was repeating over the mic, over the phone, or over the screen. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Eddy? Eddy! Are you what are you doing?
No, that shit makes me laugh because it's so dumb.
Was this an accident? Or did you think this was a good idea? Was it an accident? What happened?
I have in my notes here that there's a good idea somewhere in Vermilion.
Yes,
I don't know where.
I said this the first time too. I like straight man villain, but I don't like it when he's literally a joke a minute.
Merlot speaks up. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Dr. Merlot's not villain. Don't bet a game.
This is hanging out with Piper.
Say, oh, Piper, bro. Oh my god, he has autism. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry for him. Alright, there's a plane crash. Why is the plane crash? Oh, he shot one of the engines in the intimidating section. And, things crashing. They have an argument over if they should jump on the Manticore to fly away or just go down with the ship. Because Pike goes, Pike says, not acting like himself, the captain goes down with the ship! And no one, like, gets worried about that. They just are like, well, that's Pike. And it's a roster and fucking Asher Gun to Manticore. And Phoenix like, I'm gonna stay with Pike. This is cooler. And for some reason, Eddy has the fucking Manticore crew, like, do fucking saves against, like, falling debris. They're in a, like, downwards plane. I don't know what the fuck he meant by this.
You can see Chad's fucking big smile just get flipped upside down. Second Eddy. He's like, yeah, we're gonna fly out on the Grimm that we're controlling. We're gonna get out. There's nothing could go wrong. Oh, no!
And they go, come on!
He's so upset.
And like in the middle of these rolls, after they do them, and like as they're kind of like you're going down, it's like he's just like, oh yeah, you guys like gets hit the ground, you all fall unconscious. He like does some rolls. They just goes, fuck that, you guys just fall unconscious.
It's fucking crazy.
It's so once again we have to assume something was cut in there. Is what I operate
Except
on,
for
right?
Pike. Except for Pike, because that doesn't fall unconscious. Then he describes Pike waking up from being unconscious.
Yeah, he's like fall unconscious, but I mean, like he's not unconscious now. Like Eddie's mixing up like literal past, present, and future tense in his words. The motherfucker is like drowning. He is like trying to tread water, and he can barely make it.
It's insane.
Yeah, and oh no. As you're all crawling out and like dragging Asher away from the fire and getting together and checking your wounds, a fucking caravan rolls up and Vermilion stands at the top of the ridge. So Chad saying my exact words, "How the fuck is Vermilion here already?" Vermilion just teleported over to the crash site. Awesome.
We skipped something.
What did we skip?
Abby wanted to sell the amulet to
Oh yeah, that's what she was going for. Yeah, she's like,
and that's when they turned hostile.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, I just assumed, I guess I had forgotten because I'm just like, Abby didn't want to give them the necklace. That's why they kill her. Right? Yeah. So it's even worse. Abby's just like, I don't do it, and they're like, Remnant's in balance. It's gonna destroy Remnant. She goes, I think that's hyperbole. Combat initiated. As Phoenix slams her into a wall. So Vermilion's there, and Eddie keeps trying to have Vermilion say things, but Chad keeps just doing like funny movie quotes and interrupting the scene unironically. The artifacts! Give me the artifacts! Chad's just like screaming over Eddie. Like, I don't know how to take this, guys. Like, I didn't imagine that, right? That shit was insane.
Yeah, he kept doing it.
Eddie didn't tell him to stop or anything. He just went with him. And he doesn't mind that this moment is just being talked over. And they get a bunch of Grimm to actually swarm around them. And Eddie's like, oh, fuck, no, guys, you're stealing the cool moment away that I had pre-planned. Because, guys, on your left...
Who is it? Who's flying in with all the huntsmen?
It's a bullhead from their signal. Liam, who's that?
Oh, it's Huntsman. I guess they took like a week to show up.
I guess they took a week to show up. Well, Liam, they probably took a week because it's a bullhead, which means they're from like Sanus. Because in Animo they have a different aircraft design that's widely used. They don't use bullheads in Mistral and Anima. So I guess these guys are from cross country, cross continent. So maybe that's why it took so long. Very cool, Eddie. Fucking awesome, dude. Like a bunch of unnamed huntsmen arrive, and apparently the call reached them, and it was ordered for assistance by Leonardo Lionheart,
everyone's favorite headmaster.
Okay, who wants to be the top A student? Who wants to explain to me why this is very confusing?
Because Leo,
who knows the answer?
Leo at the current moment is working for Salem.
Yeah, or like, okay, so this is 2 years before the fucking RWBY. Did Leo only flip? Is this implying Leo only flipped in the last like year or so in RWBY? Or
God, Hazel works quick.
Hazel works quick.
All of Mistral?
See, when Juan showed up in that cutaway at the end of Volume 4 talking to Leo, you're like, oh no, he's getting to them the first time. But later it's like Leo is like implied to have been serving Salem already. So like, I don't know what to say. And if he heard news of this, I'm sure he wouldn't be like, I should go send help. He'd be like, I'm going to pretend I didn't receive this message. So I don't have to do that. In Salem, just bad things happen because I need to get rid of Huntsman. That's literally my goal right now. Haha. But I guess he's retarded. I guess he's retarded. Maybe he heard about the big Grimm horde. It was like, cool, they'll all die, and he didn't know they were mind controlled. And Salem's gonna fucking tentacle slap him later with the little Grimm orb. He's gonna be like, no, one Grimm orb, please don't kill me, a headmaster being overpowered by a squid Grimm the size of a golf ball. No! No, holy shit, it's just got a bowling ball head and a crystal ball and tentacles, but it can overpower me somehow. The power of Volume 5 is overwhelming!
God.
Fuck Leonardo.
But now is the cowardly lion.
Fuck Leonardo's death. It makes no sense. Why are those Grimm so strong? Okay, well,
He died?
Yeah, in volume
I don't
5.
remember that season already. That shit sucked.
The jellyfish Grimm they talk through the orb ones like killed him. It just like wrapped the arms around him and killed him. Like it overpowered him.
That's funny.
It's really weird. So what does Vermilion do in this scene? Big bad guy.
I don't remember.
He stands there and goes, "I'll get you another day."
I would like.
Team Sapphire.
Can I say? I think we might have skipped over this, maybe, but
We did.
he does. Even Chad picks up on this. He just acts like the villain of Mad Max 2, where he's just standing on a charge, like, just give us the stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
to
just,
fucking murder you all.
that's what I was saying. Like he's just quoting these movies, and he's just like,
He's
and
literally
Eddie's
just
laughing.
a character from Mad Max 2.
Yeah, except autistic.
No, well, I mean,
Even more so.
yeah.
And he's like on his dune buggy caravan thing. So Vermilion just runs toward his ride, and he turns around, and he goes, stumbles like, this isn't over. I will hunt you all down personally. And then he turns back to his car. And then he gets in his car and he's driving away, and he turns back and goes, I warned you what would happen.
You know,
Fucking coke.
we really
Coke
are.
Vermilion.
We're really ending this season with a gang.
And presumably the surrounding circle of Grimm controlled by them, the huntsman ship with like a fuck ton of huntsmen, just couldn't deal with Vermilion getting in a golf buggy and zooming away into presumably just, you know, I mean, this is by Kuchinashi, so it's like forest, so there's probably just like one road. So like, you know, they couldn't like cut him off or catch up. It was like
Damn.
a souped up car, I guess.
I don't know.
Damn,
I guess
guy,
the huntsman. You could explain it as the huntsman really don't know what the fuck's going on. They just see a bunch of Grimm and like a
Okay,
ship.
but
So,
they are
they're
shooting
just
the
focusing
Grimm.
on killing the Grimm.
They are. That is, yeah. They did say that, but why don't they have the Grimm like run after Vermilion?
They were disoriented from being knocked out and didn't have aura because it broke.
No, but they had the aura to control the Grimm and surround the area. Actually, they were giving them commands.
Oh, fuck.
Bitch,
yeah,
bitch,
the roster-
bitch.
Shit.
Bitch,
Come on, man, stop thinking.
Well,
so
I mean,
hard.
like, I don't know. Why do they still have the fucking ambulance? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know either. And before
Okay.
you can think about it, Eddie comes in with a narrator voice. Go. This is where now, after all of this, now that we're done with season 2 Sapphire, we'll have to figure out how to protect these artifacts. Oh, that's the plan?
That's
Oh,
so.
I don't know. I hope Ozpin shows up next season.
I'd love to see Eddie's Ozpin.
That's
Fuck.
That's such an awful idea for the next season. It's like let's play defense. Let's get even more passive.
Yeah. It's
Maybe.
I guess they become the Guardians of the Rock. Maybe they'll start like a
Alright.
monastery.
Wait,
Alright. Say the funny quote.
what's the funny quote?
It's
Oh,
our
what are you
favorite
saying?
show we work on.
No, but that is a good one too.
I'll
Hold
then
on.
say we skipped a couple things. That I
Oh,
wanna
we
talk about.
skip. Okay, yeah.
All right, so when the plane crashed, there was a small scene between Carrie and Pike. Pike was like, not Pike.
Phoenix and Pike.
Phoenix and Pike. Sorry, peace.
Carrie and Pike is his schizo delusion.
Phoenix and Pike, where Phoenix was like knocked out and like surrounded by fire or something, and Carrie was trying to help him. There's kind of a nice moment between them where Carrie's like, "Oh, I'm helping him this time." He's always dragging me out of the fire.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, it's kind of nice that he said that." Carrie, it's cool.
They made fun of it by going, "Child Carrie."
I want
Yeah.
I want to slap him to wake him up. You can't.
You can't. Fuck, my arms
But,
broken.
I thought that was a kind of nice
To
moment,
have.
I guess, a little bit.
Yeah.
And then something I want to discuss a bit in detail is so they wake up and the big Grimm is gone, the Manticore is gone, and Abby's gone.
What the fuck happened to Abby?
So let's figure out, is Abby dead or alive?
Alive.
No, but no.
Not according to the wiki.
No. This
What do you mean?
No.
Wiki is in a hot topic
yeah.
debate about whether or not she's dead.
This is what we were talking about while you were gone before we started this. Is that the wiki says she died.
Yeah, so I'm just like, what the fuck? Why is the wiki saying she died?
But
So I checked the edit history, and there's like two fuckers going back and forth, like, she's not dead! She's dead! Well, I kind of wanted to read the comments they have here.
Please! That's so fucking funny!
So the first one, the guy changes all the shit from deceased to unknown, and then all the wases to ises. And adds like she's unknown. She wasn't anywhere near the crash. And he's saying she was simply stated to have disappeared, not be dead, as his edit comment. And then Wicked Wiener changes it back, saying
Wicked Wiener!
changing all back to deceased and changing all the ises to wases, saying, I'm pretty sure they implied that the Manticore was released and ended up killing her, since they still had the magical necklace with them.
Motherfucker, what?
To which someone edited back saying, according to the episode, the body disappeared and their fate wasn't fully confirmed, so for now she'll remain as unknown in terms of fate. To which someone edited back, the way they said it and the fact that the hero still had the magic necklace makes it seem like she was killed. That's the last one that changed.
It's so fantastic.
I love retards on a wiki.
Oh, don't worry, folks. You're bound to get way more retards on a wiki in the future from us.
Oh yeah, I love edit fights so much. It's implied she's dead.
I just have to say, there's no fucking way she just died like that. That's insane to think that Eddy literally would do that.
Oh, it's fucking nonsense.
Abby's way more important than fucking Lemon, and Abby had Eddy had Lemon do a fucking death speech.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Eddy brought Cinder back from death 5 fucking times in this gay show. No, of course not.
I gotta say, I wish that we had our own wiki so people could edit Clara's parents to unknown.
I know.
She was 10. She obviously was under a lot of stress and didn't properly take in what was going on.
That'd be base. That's a hot take. Stop spoiling my game.
Can I also just say, the note in the wiki says, she was killed and when life gives you lemons, when Asher used the magic necklace to have a manticore attack her.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's just not true at all!
Just not true.
That is so insane.
It just didn't happen like that.
Oh.
That is so funny! Holy shit, the shit you can get away with on this wiki. Oh my god!
Fucking Jesus Christ. It's just not true. It just didn't happen.
Funny.
I made the joke sure it's they cut out that Asher intimidated someone way to whitewash him, but that's just the misinformation. Why does some guy want Abby to be dead so bad?
Now I'm thinking, what other things do we read on the wiki that just literally were not true?
See, that's why I pay attention to the episodes and then cross-reference.
Well, yeah, no, that's why I asked earlier, because it was guys, did I zone? Because I asked Liam, I'm Liam, did Abby die? Am I insane? Because I don't think she did.
No, it was literally the biggest case of what happened to Abby? Where did she go? The fact that the fucking amulet's still there is fucking weird. I agree. Well, she probably just felt really fucking bad about everything.
This fucked me up because I looked at Abby's I opened Abby and Vermilion's wiki in the middle of the episode while watching it because I just wanted to check something. It was basically when she said she was selling to Vermilion. I was like, so Vermilion's not one of the gang people. Vermilion's new to town, so he's not one of the gang people. I was just rechecking that. Is Vermilion one of the people she wants revenge on? The answer is no, because he's new to town.
He's new.
But then I saw, because Abby's page isn't very big, I literally saw she died in this episode from a manticore. I'm like, oh, that's weird. And then I watched the rest. Then I was watching the rest of the episode, and I got to the end. I'm like, no, she didn't.
I'm glad you noticed.
That's so funny. We have a fucking weirdo on the Reddit who's got a big idea of how this show happened. I was really hoping one of those guys would be called Kandorian Wonder. So fucking bad. My god.
But I don't want to downplay the fucking line at the end from Chad of, it's our favorite show we work on.
Well, hold on. Before that, we have a winner of a line. This is like one of the first things they say when it's over, where Chris kind of claps with me, goes, I have never been more horrified by a villain in my entire life. Okay there, buddy. Don't be a hero there, buddy.
Whoa there, buddy. Whoa there.
He scares me, but I hate Team Smoke more.
Why do they hate Team Smoke this much? They're so
Chris
nuts.
is fierce Vermilion Radix.
I mean, we see this a lot with. I mean, I don't want to get into this because it's so. It's so whatever.
I don't
but
like
We might as well since we're on the way out.
I don't like
Well,
characters
it's
that are
just like-
mean.
Yeah,
No, go for it,
literally,
Ben.
like people who fucking role play, and I don't want to be an asshole here, but it is.
No, go for it.
It is like.
Not
guys,
go off,
we
Queen.
We made a D&D show. Look, a first villain shows up that's slightly antagonistic. Ooh, I hate this character. I'll never change. And it's like and their hate is always just like, I don't know. It's like I guess
So
you're
astroturf.
you're latching onto something for your character because like when you're first playing a character, you're always looking. People, especially people like Liam, would like try to want to latch onto something.
I hate Foley. Liam latched onto the opposite. I love Foley.
Well, that's because Foley started being nice to him.
I know. You're right. There is that angle there where they're probably trying to think like, I need something, or they're trying to big up this like interaction between them. But like, you know what happens in a normal game? Once in a while, someone goes, God damn! Remember the pig like butter? Oh! And then they let it go because guess what? The first bullets aren't normally like the most incredible. You might have something memorable happen with them. You really gotta like actually run into circumstances to make them be like, I hate Team Smoke. This is
Smoke.
These guys are just Eddy presents antagonist. Oh, go, Sponge Guard! Like, oh my god!
Literally Sponge Guard.
Oh my god, these villains are incredible! Which, I mean, I guess compared to the RWBY villains, they might be.
No.
Eddy's
doing better than he does with fucking Hazel!
Oh god,
Yeah.
let's not talk about Hazel. I'm
Let's
sure
not.
I'm sure we'll discuss the actual show more in depth
Oh,
at
yeah,
one point.
of course.
Comment down below if you want us to actually review
No.
RWBY.
No. Only current seasons that are coming out. I'm not accepting that challenge at this point in my life.
Oh fuck.
That's a no. Fuck you.
Chad.
Yeah, so now we can get to the line, which is Chad says this is all their favorite show to work on at Rooster Teeth, and that's really sad.
I don't fucking blame them. They probably don't have to do a lot of fucking work on this.
That
What,
is
not Camp Betrayal?
not Camp Betrayal. Okay, so let's break this down into beliefs and like psychoanalyzing one line at the end of like a dumb show they do. Do we believe him? Do we believe he likes this show the most at Rooster Teeth? Round table. Give your reasons why or why not.
Okay, so, I mean, yes, but it's not real in the sense that, like, I mean, yeah, if I was getting paid to just sit down and play
Yeah,
D&D
of course you'd say it.
Yeah, but it's like, this is, like, so different from actual work that I don't think it's even comparable. It's like, I mean, I guess, but it's just not, like, working on RWBY the show and working on this are not anything alike.
Yeah,
I
of course.
mean, yeah, I'd rather get paid to play D&D like for like 3 hours than go fucking open up fucking whatever shitty animation program Monty made me learn to animate the season.
Yeah, it's like it's not
Okay.
it's like a non.
Well, remember, these guys don't just work on RWBY. They work on
I know.
other Rooster Teeth shows.
Well,
There's
yeah,
podcasts
but no
and
one
shit.
watches those, so who cares?
Well, but they produce them is the thing, and they say shit like this on all of them. I'm sure it's the problem.
Well,
like
yeah, but I know from
So I'm-
Yeah, but this one is in danger of being canceled.
No, but here's the thing. I know from personal experience, it feels really shitty to work on something and no one watches it.
based on.
What do you
like,
mean?
like,
What
comment,
do
and
you
subscribe.
You can't have negativity. People don't like that.
I gotta be Quentin and start crying. Ask her to pay.
Hey guys, this isn't viewable in Taiwan, so can you please give me money? Yeah. Ben, do you think? What are your thoughts, Ben? Did
What,
they
on
like
the series?
No, on this question. Is this genuine? Are you in the genuine camp?
Is this genuine?
On him saying this is his favorite show to work on.
Honestly, yeah, I'd buy it.
I'm gonna take the other pill. I'm gonna say fuck no. This show is awful. It's really annoying.
From our perspective.
You have to interact with fucking Carrie and Eddy and Laura. Chris might be okay. I'm talking from Chad's perspective. Chris might be okay. You have to like pretend to like be like pals with these guys on camera for this long, like consistently, and like you're not really getting anything creative done. Like I think. I don't know about you guys, but I would find this pretty fucking like annoying after a while of being like, all right, Eddy, what dumb shit do I have to sit through today? Like, yeah, obviously it's not as fucking bad as some work you're probably doing at the company, but I think a lot of the work is probably more satisfying than going on Eddy's dumb fan fiction of his own property he butchers. There's no fucking way there's not another podcast or dumb show that they work on that he doesn't enjoy more.
Possibly. I think we had to, like, really get a breadth of the experiences and, like, material out there to really answer this for sure.
Yeah. I mean, just level of enthusiasm-wise. It's just unbelievable to me. Yeah.
But really, in the end, that was Season 2.
Yeah, it's the Grimm Campaign Season 2, and, like, the most current full canon part of the series. Fart leaves on a fart. Yeah, Liam?
So just going back to the amulet,
right.
And that it's been confirmed this episode that Vermilion wants to give it to Salem.
Yeah.
Are we implying that Salem uses this amulet in RWBY?
I mean,
and how fucking cringe is that?
I mean, like, I don't want to. She doesn't have like a big amulet in her default. She doesn't have a big amulet in her default outfit.
No, there's no fucking way.
I think she has one in her updated one. Yeah, I mean,
No. I think it's just. I mean, I know what you meant, Liam. I'm not trying to say, but like, she just wants it away from people.
I'm sure she'd just want to give it to one of her people.
Well, yeah, and it's the whole thing of like her whole thing is.
She definitely doesn't want Ozpin to be able to control Grimm and stop her forces.
Yeah, her thing is like she also can control the Grimm, so she obviously doesn't want anyone else to have that ability that's not her direct subordinate.
Yeah.
Alright, that's fair.
But, Liam, they are hacks, and I think that's very possible.
Okay, if they
and I think that's the justification they could pretend they have for why she didn't come and invade before. If she didn't have the necklace.
I will say if they literally if like Eddy starts hard dictating actual canonical things like that, truly that will be the most crazy fucking thing I think you'll ever do.
I mean, look at what the fucking next season's gonna be. The show's fucking bonkers. I have no faith in any ideas being non-soured.
I know, but I literally do not want to believe he's gonna do that till I see him do it straight up.
Fair enough. I mean, who knows how much he actually cares about this shit?
Oh, fucking Jesus!
Not at all.
I'd hope not at all, because if this is Eddy when he truly cares about RWBY, not just saying that, then like, holy fuck, man, dude,
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but I've always been in the camp of saying they don't care about this product.
Yeah, I don't think they care either, because it would make me like worried if this is him caring, like it's this shitty.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, you guys want some comments?
Yeah, go
or do you want to talk more about the Grimm Campaign?
Honestly, I think we can save the next.
I mean, what haven't we talked about also?
Yeah, it's like we can give our final actual wrap ups on like the whole thing, because it's going to be the last time we're going to talk about it for a while. Sure. Next episode when we talk about like the last actual Grimm Campaign thing that's out.
Sure. Yeah.
So you can go with the comments.
Yeah, I only have a couple, but I do have Kandorians, obviously. Because, as you know, there are just less and less comments each episode. On the finale, there's like a small resurgence, but it's like only 60, so. Alright, Big Chief Asterisk. Wait, I just want to make sure people know how crazy this is. And what I believe is canon RWBY, there's a device that can control Grimm. That is incredibly useful. And if somebody, we see this team in the real show, and hopefully in their own show, this could be a very cool thing that could change the course of everything.
Yes.
I think he sounds like he gets it at first, then turns around and shows that he's reading Harry Potter again and doesn't want to get anything else and is just dumb.
Yeah. This is really when the necklace gets to me. It's at the end of season 2. That's when I start questioning it.
I love it because I love seeing people in the comment section be positive about it. Like, what the fuck?
Well, can I say some people don't have fucking brains?
Aner Temp Skraling. As hilarious as it was to see Pike run into the card scanner trap, it's also nice to get a proper look at security measures that people can put into place to keep out intruders. The main show often just skips to places being successfully infiltrated for various reasons. Series can seem like they're lax about security, since we rarely actually see people bypassing cameras, alarms, passwords, locks, etc.
That's because when we see it, we learn that RWBY can phase through walls.
In Flash, he's much more unique than
because huntsmen are like super agile and quick, and it's just like
RWBY can phase through walls while carrying someone.
A gun turret shouldn't stop a huntsman if it's just on a wall because they can just blow it up. Generally,
yeah. RWBY blew up like a mech.
Yeah,
like the size of Godzilla. So,
yeah.
What the fuck is a turret gonna do?
Yeah. All right, Kandorian section. Kandorian Wonder on the first one. Guys! Question mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. How do you always surpass and impress me more with each episode? It was longer! It was wilder. It was funnier! Chad in these stealth roles cracked me up. Kudos to the editing team for that bit. Love to see the team running 3 different operations at once and so also masterfully. And Daft coming in clutch, Tykes being badasses, and the Silsing, asterisk, chef's kiss, asterisk, masterful work, Team Sapphire, Eddy, and the CGC crew of Grimm Campaign. I'm so excited for this finale and so excited for our next season. And for the finale, I had 2 comments.
Hold on, we discussed this before, like last time, but like, I'm honestly like, creeped out by how much he's filleting them.
He really likes it, bro.
I guess he does.
When the episodes are short, he goes, "This is great because I can rewatch them more often." And when they're long, he's like, "Great, I can get more content."
That's like the ultimate like schizo. Like what?
No, he's base. He sees the he's unity. Kiara is funny when she's annoying. It's unity.
It gives me like the heebie-jeebies of just like how fucking like insane
Remember,
this
guys,
sounds.
Blake doesn't want fans that kneel to him. He doesn't want people to comment.
Dude, there's different than kneeling.
I know! I'm fucking with you. I told people not to suck our cock last time.
Imagine liking anything like you've already liked something a lot to comment at all. Imagine liking it this much that when you comment, this is what
I wish I could. I could.
Not just like, yeah, that's pretty good, or like, hey, I like that. Being like,
I wish I was Kandorian Wonder. My world would be fucking awesome if I got into shit this much.
I probably have so many less problems.
Everyone hates the soy boy, like Wojak face guys, because they wish they could be that enthused about something.
I'd have less problems in my life, or at least less problems I think about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's
sorry, that was just like, okay. So, after that therapy session, Kandorian Wonder has 2 comments on the last one. And they're actually kind of shorter than usual. Interesting. What a beautiful season. Thank you for an amazing journey and adventure. I'm excited to continue to see y'all interacting and see what shenanigans y'all get into next. The critical fails, laughing emoji. So bad this last round, but that's okay. The ingenuity y'all show tickles me to my core. Much love and be safe until we meet again, Sapphire.
Chris Coquino says off the chat.
No. Second comment. Also, thank you for making this one so long. This length was perfect. So much happened. It was absolute joy to not have it cut off right before the juicy bits. I'm sure it was a monster of work, but thank you to Sam, Ben, and the entire Grimm Campaign crew.
Yeah, Ben.
God, it was so hard to do that long of a fucking D&D episode. Holy
How
shit!
could
it's
they go for that long?
Herculean.
How could they go for that long? What the fuck?
I mean, they do edit more than we do. To be fair, I'll give.
For sure. We
So
said
that-
this a couple
100%.
episodes. We said this a couple episodes, I think, where it's like, yeah, they probably are recording for like a long time compared to
Yeah.
what we see.
Now, is it good editing most of the time? No, it seems to cut out context details.
Yep.
But sometimes he does a funny joke.
It was funnier in season 1. Now it's like
Yeah.
it makes it really hard to even watch because it's like, what the fuck?
He's getting annoyed.
Well, yeah, it's like getting to the ending, so it's like, stop giving a fuck. Just literally hard cut like between things. It's missed content.
Alright, bros. Well, that was the Grimm campaign. Like we said, you'll be joining us one more time for now on the Grimm campaign RTX special. The Mystical Manor, or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't have it in front of me. But after that, we're going to be heading off into the Brazen Unknown for a while. But I think we'll stick on some RWBY content for a bit. I have a few things in the tank for a bit.
Yeah, I'm sure we can discuss that in the future. Leave it a surprise for you till then. But anyone else have any final thoughts or things to say before we close out on this episode?
Man, I really hope that the RTX thing is good and not shit. And I hope it's not edited so I can see what these fuckers are like when it's not edited. Maybe it'll be really good. Maybe they'll have like really good chemistry. You know?
Maybe Laura talks a bunch and the editor just hates her!
Was RTX live? Were they in the same room? Maybe that'll be better.
No, I don't think they were. They were not.
Alright, never mind.
No, it was during like the height of COVID.
Yeah.
Don't say that word!
Oh shit, we'll get demonetized.
Susan, no!
You just got us demonetized, you fucking.
Well, either way, if you like what we do here, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share with others you might think are interested. Please check out on the channel the Records of Remnant, a RWBY-themed D&D game, very topical, that we run on the channel. I'm sure you guys know it. Wait, did you tell me to hold up?
No, I just said tabletop instead of D&D.
Oh yeah, tabletop. Yeah, tabletop. Sorry. Also, link down below is a other channel we have that has the One Piece tabletop game run by myself, played by Noah. It's pretty good.
That one is based off D&D. Yeah, that one's correct.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Thank you, Blake. I was hoping you'd do that.
No, pretty fair. I mean, there we go. Not much more to say besides please check out all our content. Let us know what you think. Please fillet me in the comments below. And yeah, join us next time for the last episode of us talking about the Grimm campaign for probably a while. Other than that, thank you for watching, and thank you, Eddy, for giving me a season 2 of this show.
God, I can't wait to cancel my fucking Booster Team subscription. Let's go!
Grab yourself a seat and keep those hands in the vehicle at all times. You're about to be taken on a ride through the untamed wilds of internet role-playing. Observe them in their natural habitat.
So you head out.
You know that would be funny. I didn't know there'd be consequences.
Enjoy the splendor of their spurgery.
Felix, who is the lion fauna,
And feast your eyes upon the questionable creations of internet randoms.
Actually, I've never DM'd before.
This is the Supernova Safari.